nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing? That's odd.
Booster. Booster.
I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
Yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high. Airplanes are literally littering in the sky while you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spending these ends with the pyramid. I'm fucking serious. This is no time to question me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear to her as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them shit high. If you're on my team, if you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud, throw your hands up in the air. If you're on my team. I used to see anticipation dripping from your freaking face, written in 15 different languages. It was amazing, kid. Nowadays the shit looks like it's missing its radiance. It's all been erased and stripped from our relationship. Your face is sick, like I just made you lick a contagion, growing impatient. Your days eclipsed by an alien. The way your skin smelled way back then, I'm inhaling, now I'm flailing like the assailant that you impaled in. Now I'm exhaling. Next I guess I'll just check the tail end of the failed friendship we had way back, like a whale fin. And now the elephants in the room, and they pale in comparison to the pain I'm sharing. And it's embarrassing, about to get the kerosene and burn up everything you shared, and then up in flames. This is not a fucking game. Yo, there it went, there it went. It's embarrassing, but yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high. Airplanes are literally littering in the sky while you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spending these ends with the pyramid eye. touching me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear to her as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them if you're on my team. If you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud if you're on my team. Then scream. Just scream real loud.
Ho, ho, ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory, and Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land. The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
Oh, a real country breakfast, the best you ever tried. Pick up some Flat Earth Farm breakfast bud bites.
Flat Earth Farms Breakfast Bud Bites. Made with the best cuts of bud. Just like at home. Packed full of fresh country flavor. From your skillet to your plate. Tasty breakfast bud bites.
Tasty breakfast bud bites from Flat Earth Farms. Try some today.
Available at all purveyors of fine products near you.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Cinch Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
Bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow. Mud. You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
We are live. Me and Joe King so far. All right. What do we got going on? Can you hear me?
There you
I
go.
can't hear you. Hold on.
Hello.
It's me.
How's
It's
that?
me. It's not you.
It's me. It's me.
It's me. It's not you. It's me. That's what she said. That's what they always say.
What's up, buddy? Did you listen to the song I sent you?
Go ahead.
Did you listen to the song that I sent you? That I texted to you?
Now I can't hear shit.
Oh, hello.
There you go. There you go. It's wonky.
How's that?
Oh, it is you.
Oh, it is me?
No, it's fine now.
Okay.
All right. We'll deal with that. We'll go with that for now. I don't want to hold up the show anymore. So what were you saying, Joe, just now?
Did you listen to the song I sent you?
No.
I texted you Eye of the Tiger to get ready.
Oh yeah. I did. I listened to the Eye of the Tiger. I gave myself a pep talk in the mirror, like a 20-minute pep talk before the show. I get in the mirror and I'm like, Ray, you can do it. Ray, be the best Boston Ray you can be tonight. You know what I mean? Like I get myself ready. Like I'm like, everybody likes you, Ray. Everybody loves you. Yeah.
Everybody loves you. Every morning I listen to that song.
They don't talk shit behind your back when you're not around.
Oh man.
Who we got? I want to give them a proper shout out. We got John Keeley.
Hey, John, he's
PM. Good
later.
day. Good day. What's up?
John said he's going to show up later.
Random fan. Oh yeah, they're all going to show up later.
Nice.
But I like to start early because it's like an hour-long intro. Get the ball rolling. Get it rolling. Get it moving. Oh, Singeman's here.
The warrior himself.
So, all right. So, I'm sorry. I'm sloppy tonight. 1982. 1982 has been around from the jump. Dr. E.
Muted. Hail
Lava.
Warriors. Hail
Why
Warriors. This is Sparta. Or what's left of it.
What's up, buddy?
William Clark Jr. All right.
Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom.
Did I miss you?
Wanna fight? Come on. Let's do it. Come on. I'm taking on the new world
What's
order.
a day like for Singe? What'd you do today, real
By
quick,
myself.
before we get started? What did Singe do today before we get started?
Yeah, it's fine.
Singe, what'd you do today? I want to know a day in the life.
I was going to film myself. It's funny you say that. I just thought that would be cool to film myself a day in the life and like do like real.
Do you want to live a day in the life of Singe Man?
But I don't know, like a 2-minute version, right?
I could
a
watch
2-minute
Singe
version,
Man
maybe
all day.
3 or 4 minutes, right?
He's
So I
fascinating.
vacuum stairs.
You know you watch him.
I mopped floors. I vacuumed floors. I cleaned shower floors and walls and floors and rugs. Then I went and gathered sticks for fires. And then I did a little stretching and workout with staff. Then I ate a bowl of soup. And a piece
How
of
long do you
bread.
work out with the
Then I went
staff
back
for?
to work. Rawr!
How long do you give it your staff workout for? Like how long is that? Half
I
hour?
just do like a little 10-20 minute warm up.
Get loose.
Unless I really get into it. And then I usually throughout the day doing little moves and stuff.
That's what you need to do, Ray.
Unless I really get serious in the summertime.
Did you get any
It's
mails?
hard in the wintertime, man. It's summertime I do it like hours. In the wintertime it's like
Yeah.
What? Go ahead.
Did you get any fan mails? I got a couple fan mails.
I haven't even looked, but I'm glad that you are persistent. You are persistent. When the water boils, you're the frog that jumps out.
Well, I have a show. I'm here to do a show. I'm not here. You know, you guys have cell phones. You can call each other later. Fraternize after the show. This is work.
No.
Do your job. No,
it's like, well, you know, it's like
listen.
When you have the CB, we had CBs back in the day.
Dress for the job you're being paid for.
He's like, hey, good. Yeah, okay. You mean this isn't a CB.
This ain't the Singe Mudflood.
I thought it was a CB. Like, hey, good buddy. Come on, back we go. Like on flip side, we go.
Yeah, that's how they. Yeah, that is how they talk. Definitely.
Right.
All right. So we have. Yes, 1982 was hundreds of hours of Boston Ray. That's awesome.
Right. Thank you. Hey,
thank you. Yeah, that's right.
And he's like hours from me. We have to meet.
Right.
We must meet up, hang out.
So, like, you know, you guys see the thumbnail and everything. We're gonna get into circuit board Earth tonight, because I think it's important, and I'll show you one of the main reasons. All right, so it's fan mail. We are your fans. This is the mail. We are your friends. It's fan mail. So.
Oh wait. Oh, I have that. Yeah. Okay, never mind. We'll get that. No, it's on the other. Sorry, I forgot we're on restream.
Yeah. Okay.
So, everything's changed. You got it.
Right, so we got. This is one of the fan mails we got. Why can't you be more like Christian Knapp and grow up? All right, that was the title. Why can't you be more like Christian Knapp and grow up? Boston Ray, I love the band Levelhead your friend Christian created. I say he created it because he did, and he's a way better musician than you. I think he can dance better also. One day, when you're ready to grow up, can you try to be more like him? That's all I'm asking. And remember, keep showing up. It works if you work it. When is the band going to be releasing some new music? At this point, you guys need a hit as bad as a crackhead needs a hit. What happened to the mission from God? You can do better. Talk to you later. I was like, whoa.
Wow, okay, serious.
It works if
Dude,
you
I'm
work
flickering. I gotta get a green screen behind me.
That's epic. That could be on a t-shirt. Whoever that person is who wrote that. What does it say? How does it go? It works.
What did he say?
If you work it.
So I got that one, and then I got this one, and then I got this one. Dear Late Night Live staff. Hello, morons. I heard one of you bozos mention the Earth is flat and is also a giant circuit board. That is one of the dumbest, most idiotic things I ever heard in my life. You couldn't possibly show any type of examples of this free energy, circuit cities, ever working in the real world. So stop pushing nonsense and grow up before I grow you both up for you. yeah. She said,
I grows you bros up for you.
Stop pushing nonsense and grow up before I grow you both up for you.
And that's like probably a saying somewhere. Yeah.
And one more thing. Don't ever put my letters. Listen, one more thing. Don't ever put my letters to use in yours show on that brand new fan mail segment you have on the show.
New York. They're New Yorkers.
I don't consent to that. By the way, keep up the good work. One day it'll pay up for you handsomely. Hopefully. Your number 4 fan. Dorothy Dabba Don't Da Redonkulous. 1776.
Dorothy Dabba Don't Da Redonkulous.
I like that she knows her place, though. You know, she knows where she is in the fan base. Number 4.
So I was like, what? You're gonna attack me and try to say that the Earth isn't a giant circuit board? And I was like, dude, we're gonna have to do a show and like actually show it, dude.
That letter prompted it. I get that. I
the letter prompted. The fan mail prompted it. It set me on a frenzy.
I got a phone call this morning from Ray. It was like, it's on.
Yeah, this morning, right? Like what time? Like early, first thing in the morning, right?
Early. I was getting bagels. I was like, all right, bro. Yeah. My wife gets in the car. She goes, is that the Boston Ray on the phone? I said, it is.
Man. So, let's start off. Let's start off slow, dude. Get this done. All right. We'll start off right at the beginning. So this is this covers it all. It's only about 30 minutes long. It starts off slow, but it gets good. This covers the whole theory. Well, not the whole theory, but it starts you off. On the screen? All right, cool. This will work. Yo, About It by Michelle Gibson.
Yeah, good stuff.
This is good stuff, dude.
I think we are being told in our everyday language what the function was of specific infrastructure on the Earth, which was arranged as a circuit board for the once free energy generating electromagnetic grid system of the ancient advanced civilization all over the surface of the Earth, and which I believe existed up until recent times. We are still using much of the enduring and sophisticated infrastructure of this advanced civilization in the present day.
Yes.
My name is Michelle Gibson.
Yes, it is. Let me speed this up a little. Well,
what is a circuit?
I won't speed it up.
I like her voice.
She does her research though, so she breaks it down. She's like, "What is a circuit board?" She starts it right off, dude. She's good.
A circuit board is a physical piece of technology that allows for the assembly of electrical circuits or data circuits on a horizontal layer of material. I think the existence of the original civilization was destroyed by a deliberately caused cataclysm within the last couple of 100 years, and most of this incredible infrastructure it constructed has been deliberately destroyed ever since then, into the present day.
So she thinks it was deliberately destroyed.
Here are a few of many examples of demolished monumental architecture
These
in
ones
New York City
had to
alone.
go.
The Gallender building
Had
had
to
been
go.
completed in 1897
Had
and
to go.
destroyed in 1910,
Destroyed.
only 13 years later.
13 years. It was built for 13
a
years.
version of Madison
Allegedly.
Square Garden without a completion date that was demolished in 1926.
Had to
The
go.
historic Hotel Astor in our historical narrative stood for only 63 years between 1904
Had to
and
go.
1967 before it was demolished and replaced by a high-rise. All three of these buildings in Manhattan were demolished, with the Singer Building, the headquarters of the Singer Manufacturing Company, said to have been completed in 1908 and demolished in 1968, along with the City Investing Tower the same year, and the Hudson Terminal Rail Station, demolished at some point after closing in 1971. As well as the Brooklyn Savings Bank, said to have been completed in 1894 and demolished in 1964. By the way, what do banks deal in? Currency. What is currency defined as? A system of money in general use in a particular country. What is a river current?
Current.
A river
Current.
current
Current.
is defined as the water moving in a river.
Yeah.
Nice echo.
You like
What
it?
is a river bank?
River bank.
It is defined as the land
Bank.
at either edge of a river. What is a river defined as?
What is
a
a
large
river?
natural stream of water flowing in a channel to the sea, a lake, or another such stream.
A stream.
What is an electric current defined as? A stream of charged particles, such as electrons or ions,
Yes.
moving through an electrical
got it.
conductor or space.
I'm just taking it all in.
What does electrical charge mean? It is the physical property of matter that causes it to experience a force, strength, or energy as an attribute of physical action or movement when placed in an electromagnetic field. The word force has meanings in English of coercion or compulsion, or making someone do something against their will. In our everyday language, the definition of charge applies to a price for goods or services.
You know, like when you charge something on your charge
And
card?
making a charge on a credit card allows us to have the charges for goods and services.
Or when you
billed
charge
on
a
the next
battery.
credit card statement to
Charge
the
these.
cardholder,
Charge these,
giving
anyone?
the cardholder the option of making a full payment with
Charge,
no
charge,
interest,
Ryan.
or carrying a finance charge determined by interest rate established by the credit card company to borrow the money,
Charles in
sometimes
charge.
fixed and
Charles
sometimes
in
variable,
charge.
with the penalty of being denied future credit based on one's credit score and history.
Charles,
All of these
President,
connections between terms used in the financial
me
industry
and
and terms
My,
used in
my
electrical
nickname was Human
engineering.
Power in high school.
Is there some kind
thought
of
it was
energy
Chachi.
harvesting going on between
I had
us
a lot
and
of
the
nicknames,
financial
dude.
system we have been operating under for the last 100 to 200 years?
Dirty Tiger.
And are rivers actually natural?
I'm getting
I think they are
echoes.
man-made,
Here,
considering
Don't worry,
I think
members.
me and
We didn't forget about all the members. We got a bunch of members the other day. We have 16 members now. Me and Joe and Cinch, we're putting together a members-only stream. Like next, we're throwing it together. Don't worry. But we wanted to do this one for everybody because this one's huge. This stream is going to be huge.
Yeah, my internet.
Even though there's not a lot of people here right now, it's going to get a lot of views by tomorrow.
that I consistently find the exact same snaky S-shaped rivers all over the world.
There's a lot of
including
shows on
but not
tonight.
limited to these rivers
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Australia, Manitoba,
That's why you should
Honduras,
post it, share it.
Louisiana, and Nova
Me and
Scotia.
Ginger echoing.
Who said that?
And I find the
I don't
same
hear it.
similarity in appearance going
don't?
on
You
with
don't?
river confluences.
But you
like
can
shown
adjust your
here in the
audio.
states of Iowa,
Go in the audio
Missouri, and
settings.
the Sudan in
There's different
Africa.
ones. Echo cancellation.
So to begin with making the connection of the physical infrastructure of the original civilization to a circuit board, I'm going to start with identifying the infrastructure found worldwide known as star forts
Start off with the
as
star
batteries.
forts. Batteries.
I can make a strong case that there were 4 pairs of star forts, with each pair situated along various points of the lower and upper New York bays, even though the physical structure of what was called Fort Gibson on Ellis Island.
Whoa, cut that. What was
There
that?
was Fort Hancock on Sandy
I
Hook
like
at the Atlantic Ocean entrance to the lower New York Bay, as Star Fort at one time, and Fort Tilden on the Rockaway Peninsula in the lower New York Bay, north of Fort Hancock and Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. That's Connecticut.
Fort Wadsworth, also known as Battery Weed, located
Battery
next to
Weed.
the Staten Island side of the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, located at the Narrows between the lower and upper New York bays, and Fort Hamilton is at the base of the Brooklyn side of the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Fort Wood in the upper New York Bay is underneath the Statue of Liberty. across from Ellis Island,
Liberty Island.
upon which there used to be what was called Fort Gibson. Fort J is on Governor's Island at the convergence of the Hudson and East Rivers.
Nice.
Across from Fort Amsterdam, which was located on what is now called the Battery. One definition of a battery is a device that produces electricity that may have several primary or secondary cells arranged in parallel or series, as well as a battery source of energy, which provides a push or a voltage of energy to get the current flowing in a circuit. I think the answer to the mystery of star forts lies in this definition, that these star forts and other infrastructure I have shared that don't feature the classic look of a star fort functioned as circuitry and batteries for the purpose of producing electricity on the planetary grid system for the advanced civilization.
No, then you can't
I
see us,
consistently find star forts all over the Earth that are paired together in the same location or found in clusters of more than two. Lighthouses played some kind of function in concert with star forts. For all we know, star forts have a connection to star energy, and lighthouses are actual houses of light, because there is way more going on with the function of lighthouses than a tower or other structure containing a beacon light
Yeah,
to warn or
lighthouses are
guide
pretty
ships at
interesting.
sea. Were they in actuality drawing down the cosmic energy to charge the star fort batteries? Here are examples of New York Bay lighthouses. The Sandy Hook Lighthouse is located at the northern end of Sandy Hook at Fort Hancock, said to be the oldest working lighthouse in the United States, as we are told it was built in 1764.
Yep.
And
Batteries
other
have two
lighthouses
charges,
of
a
New York
positive
Bay
and a negative.
include
Right?
the Old Orchard Lighthouse is said to have been built in 1883
Yep.
and is 3
Positive
miles
and a
south
negative.
of the center of Staten Island.
And we
The
have
West Bank Lighthouse, which serves as the front range
alright.
light for the
So let's go with that. Positive and a negative, right? We have positive and negative emotions, like moods, like energies, like So like you can feel happy, which is a positive thing, or you can feel sad, which is negative, or scared, which is kind of negative.
Yep.
I noticed that it does this now. BitChute does this shit. It takes a second. It says add in
Ambrose
the bottom,
Channel,
but it's not
which
really
is used
an
in
ad.
navigation to indicate safe passage or position fixing. It is said to have been built in
Levi.
1901.
We got the chat on the screen now.
The Staten Island Lighthouse on Richmond Hill is the rear range light for the Ambrose Channel, a 90-foot high or 27-meter tower said to have been built in 1912 and is 141 feet or 43 meters above sea level.
What is this?
The Coney Island Lighthouse on the western end of Coney Island in Seagate and situated east of the Ambrose Channel of New York Harbor. It is said to have been built in 1890. The Fort Wadsworth Lighthouse, said to have been built on top of Battery Weed in 1903. And the Statue of Liberty on top of Fort Wood even served as an operational lighthouse.
Did you guys
starting
know that?
on November 22nd,
Statue of Liberty was a lighthouse.
a month after it was
Oh,
officially
interesting.
opened,
Boom,
until
baby.
March 1st of 1902, when we are told it was discontinued as a navigational aid. I
Yep.
found the same kind of star fort lighthouse patterns occurring on the other side of the continent in San Francisco Bay. There is a star fort and lighthouse on the south end of the Golden Gate Bridge, with the Battery Hotel
slow and steady
nearby on
wins
the
the race,
Presidio grounds
boys.
beside the
Slow and
bridge.
steady wins the race.
On the other side of the
You'll
Golden
see.
Gate Bridge, we find Battery Spencer on the other side of the bay, right next to the bridge. And
Battery
underneath
Spencer.
the base of the Golden Gate
It's funny
Bridge
how it has
is
the
the
word
Lime
battery
Point
in it.
Lighthouse, said
Yeah,
to have been
yeah.
built in 1883 and automated since 1961. Alcatraz Island, 1¼ miles or 2 kilometers offshore from San Francisco in San Francisco Bay,
Spinchman's been
is
there.
best
He's
known
lived
as
there,
an
there.
infamous prison for troublesome prisoners. There is a lighthouse on Alcatraz Island. To put the lighthouse into the context
Troublesome.
of the historical narrative we've been given, the island of Alcatraz was said to have been given by the Mexican governor Pio Pico to Julian Workman in 1846 to build a lighthouse on it. Workman was a member of the Workman and Temple families prominent in the history of the Los Angeles area.
He was a member of the Workmen's. He
Another
got
thing to
Workman's
point
Club.
out is the location of this lighthouse
Yo,
in
look at that.
Alcatraz with respect to the Golden Gate Bridge and the 2 lighthouses on either end of the bridge. There appears to be a triangulated relationship between the lighthouse on Alcatraz, the Fort Point light on the Presidio side of the Golden Gate Bridge, and the Lime Point light on the other side of the bridge. There is a whole series of lighthouses running throughout the San Francisco Bay.
And then we're going to take a deep dive into it.
I also consistently find lighthouses with astronomical alignments, like these examples.
Yeah, this is cool. There's one with the Statue of Liberty. Watch this. It's coming up. Boom. It lines right up with the sun.
Whoa.
Perfect. Look, there you go. Statue of Liberty's torch is like the sun, dude. I mean, you could
on the Isle of Alderney, one of the Channel Islands off
Maybe.
the coast of France. There's a triangulated relationship between the Alderney Lighthouse, Fort Quesnard, and the ruins of Fort Les Amours-Florane. There is also a triangulated relationship between the islands of Bermuda and Fernando de Noronha in the Atlantic Ocean, and the Channel Islands in the English Channel, 3 places with a high concentration of star forts for their small sizes. There are other places and regions with a high concentration of them, like they are some kind of energy nodal points on the Earth's grid system.
Yes.
I just want to demonstrate that there are clear relationships existing between all of this infrastructure. The Isle of Wight, just off the coast of southern England in the English Channel, has a number of star forts and lighthouses. One of them, the Needles Lighthouse, stands 109 feet or 33 meters tall on the outermost of the chalk pillars, and was said to have been built out of granite blocks in 1859 for Trinity House, the official authority for lighthouses in England, Wales, the Channel Islands, and Gibraltar.
Wow.
I find it interesting that the description in this photo says that the lighthouse is now flat-topped for helicopters to land. It's an active lighthouse and apparently needed underpinning work in 2010 to keep it from falling into the sea. What is described as the world's first long-distance radio signal was sent by Marconi from Alum Bay beside the Needles in the year 1897. I wonder what it was about this location that influenced his decision to do his work on wireless communication here. I am sure one of the things is that the sand of the bay here includes extremely pure white silica, an important component for enhancing radio frequency transmission.
White.
The Old Needles Battery is situated on a chalk cliff located right above.
I know that you've researched silica and electricity
and glass.
Yeah.
In
its entirety, right? In high school, they called you silicologists.
Six courses only, maybe for the period of 2 years.
Out of all your research, what's the most out of all your research on silica, what's the most profound thing that you've learned?
Microscopically, it appears to be like geometric shape. So it reminds me of that is it's hard to talk because I'm listening to myself.
Well, it's pretty. You know, I have to commend you. I have to commend you for doing the tough job of working with silica, because like not a lot of people want to do that.
The meta,
yeah,
of everything, like the barbershop mirror.
Yeah.
How things are infinity. So if you look into the microscopic point of view, you can also see the same thing world around you. And then also really from satellite view.
Yes, 1982. We're gonna show the other. It's gonna get into it. We're gonna cover the whole thing. This is just it's kind of slow, but it's only 13 minutes long.
Wow, that was hard. I'm listening. Tough. No.
Shin, relax. It's not that serious, dude.
Are you saying our echo's so bad, dude?
Above the chalk pillars.
Is it echoing on the
It was said to have been built between 1861 and 1860.
Really? What is it? Me echoing or you echoing?
You're fine. Me and Sin.
Shit, relax. It's not that serious, dude. Oh, you are echoing. It is echoing.
Crazy.
Oh, shoot. That's bad. All right. Thanks for nobody told us that we're echoing.
I said it like 10 times.
No, that is bad. Let's see. Talk now.
Yo. Yeah, echoes.
Crazy. Oh, shoot. That's bad. All right. Thanks for nobody told us that we're echoing. Well, do you have headphones in, Joe?
I got a speaker plug in.
That's why it's echoing. Yeah. You need to wear earbuds when I'm screen sharing.
Okay.
Otherwise it'll echo.
Okay.
Everyone has to have headphones on while I'm screen sharing. Especially with Restream. It's picking up the speaker, is what it's doing. It's coming through the speaker and your mic's picking it up. It's all right, Joe.
3 as a coastal defense against French invasion. The old Needles battery has a tunnel leading
I don't like
to
wearing headphones either.
its searchlight emplacement in linear alignment with the Needles lighthouse. The Needles' new battery was said to have been completed in 1895, higher up on the same cliff, and said to have been constructed
Sorry about the
because
echo,
of
everybody.
concerns about subsidence problems with the old battery and concussion from firing the battery's guns, causing the cliffs to crumble.
Oh, DM said it still sounds fine. So it wasn't that bad, you guys are saying?
The next components of circuit board Earth
us.
that I'm going to look at are, well, circuits. In one of the series that I did on researching places viewers made in comments, I discovered airports having racing tracks in angular relationships short distances away. I first noticed this when I was doing research on the Shepherd's Bush district of West London.
It's weird because I didn't hear any echo coming through. I hear it again. Yeah. What is it? You got headphones in?
No, I got the one up.
Cut it off. Take it off. Oh man, that's bad. All right, you got to put headphones in, Joe. That's the only way it's going to work. Earbuds or something.
Based on a commenter's suggestion. In the process of doing that, I realized I had seen the same angular relationship between London's Heathrow Airport and Shepherd's Bush on the top left, where there had been a huge track at one time in White City that had been used in later years for greyhound racing, and in my own research of the Tampa, Florida neighborhood of Sulphur Springs last summer, when I had noticed that the Tampa International Airport and the Sulphur Springs neighborhood in Tampa.
Joe, do you have YouTube open on your computer and Restream? Because if you have them both open, it'll do that. Yeah, thank you, DM.
Florida, where there was a greyhound racing track, had the same angular
It's probably
relationship.
because of the screen share, though.
After I made that initial connection, commenters left other examples of the same kind of relationship between airports and racing tracks, past and present, including but not limited to places like Montreal, Quebec, Canada on the top right,
this is getting good.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on the middle left, Toronto, Ontario, Canada in the middle, Los Angeles, California on the middle right, and Sydney, Australia on the bottom. In addition to airports and racetracks, I am also finding things like railroad yards, professional sports complexes,
it all helps it work,
and even amusement parks with the similar characteristics and relationships to each other that I'm finding in different cities around the world.
Yeah.
In these Google Earth screenshots, all the lines drawn go through or to professional sports complexes and rail yards in Toronto, Philadelphia, and Baltimore. I have long wondered about a connection between athletic fields to the Earth's grid system since finding ball fields sandwiched between a star fort called Fort Negley and the railroad yards in Nashville, and the direct connection of railroads to star forts when I found the former location of the Fort of Pensacola on the bottom right.
The Fort of Pensacola.
And this map shows its previous location with rail yards just below the former location.
I'll have to check it out. Oh, the Fort of Pensacola, which is, I think, might be one of the ones that's under the ground.
Of the Fort of Pensacola, the layout of which immediately reminded me of circuit board diagrams.
Yeah, it's
more
good.
Upcoming on rail lines of all kinds. I think ellipses, being used as racing tracks, were once components of the circuitry of the Earth's electromagnetic grid system. The sport of racing uses the word circuit in the following ways: the course over which races are won,
wow, we
the
got
number
a lot
of
of
times
new
the
people.
racers go around the track,
Everyone thumb this up.
an
Welcome,
established
new
itinerary
people.
of racing events
Welcome to
involving
the channel.
public performance.
Welcome to Late
And
Night
in
Live.
bicycle racing, a circuit race is a mass start road cycle race that consists of several laps of a closed circuit, where the length of the lap is slightly longer each time.
It is trippy.
Electrical circuit definitions include a closed path in which electrons from a voltage or current source flow, and includes devices that give energy to the charged particles the current is comprised of, such as batteries and generators. Devices that use current, like lamps, electric motors, and computers, and the connecting wires or transmission lines.
I lost
An
everybody.
electronic circuit is a complete course of conductors through which current can travel and provides a path for current to flow. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway is the largest sports venue in the world and said to have been constructed in 1909.
Here we go.
Check this out. Vatican City, the Wimbledon campus, the Roman Coliseum, the Rose Bowl, Yankee Stadium, and the Kentucky Derby all fit inside the automobile racing circuit.
Okay.
Wouldn't it stand to reason that those behind the reset when setting up the new world would take advantage of the super science of the different types of circuits in the Earth's grid system?
Hold on 1 second. We have Rasta. Sorry, I didn't know. Rasta.
Yo,
what's up,
yo.
man? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Just trying to get through this one quick video, and then I have a whole bunch of stuff. But this is like just covering the basics of this theory of circuit board. It's not even. It's kind of been proven. What do you think about it? About the Earth being a circuit board, Rasta?
I think it's. We got some echo going.
Oh yeah, because when I'm screen sharing on Restream, now I'm using Restream now. You really gotta wear earbuds, dude. It won't work. It'll echo.
Oh.
Do you have earbuds or headphones or something?
I don't know. I don't know where they are. Find them.
All right. Let me see. Just mute yourself while I play this until you figure it out, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna echo. It's bad. Like I didn't realize it. It's not echoing for me, but it was just happening, and it was bad. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
It was like
now it's not. Oh, now it is.
Yeah. If you don't, when I screen share, it'll echo. If you just pause it, just mute it while I play this, and then when you talk, unmute it. Maybe if you want to try that, like mute and then unmute.
All right.
Or put on headphones and it'll work. This is bad for them. And
in order to harness their inherent power to enhance performance at sporting events, and in the process making lots of money at highly charged, prestigious gaming and betting venues. In regards to similar configurations found in different cities, in Cincinnati, Ohio, the city's professional sports stadiums are downtown next to the Ohio River. And interestingly, they are situated on the river exactly like they are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pictured on the top left is Cincinnati, with the Paul Brown Stadium, home of the NFL Bengals, on the left riverfront. The Great American Ballpark, home of the MLB Reds, on the right riverfront. There is a park directly in front of the Paul Brown Stadium, known as the Cincinnati Riverfront Park, just like in Pittsburgh, where the Roberto Clemente Park is in front of the Heinz Field Stadium of the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is located next to the PNC Park, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And a bridge located between both sporting venues in both cities. Is the identical configuration only a coincidence, or part of a much larger configuration? What else is similar between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati? There's the geographic landmark and residential neighborhood of Mount Adams in Cincinnati, a flat-topped looking earthwork that at one time had an incline railway.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just like Pittsburgh, which has 2 remaining incline railways out of what was originally 17, on the flat-topped Mount Washington, named the Duquesne and Monongahela
I never even seen an incline railway.
The Mount Adams incline operated from 1872 until 1948. Long since demolished, it was the longest running incline of Cincinnati's historic 5 incline railways.
That's pretty cool.
And the Immaculata Church and Holy Cross Monastery, said to have been built in 1895 and 1901 respectively. are close to the edge of Mount Adams, overlooking the river,
Oh, no,
like
it's kinda
St. Mary
long.
of the Mount on top of Mount Washington back
All
in
right, there's more
Pittsburgh.
to it than I thought.
For examples of similarities in other places, this is a Google Earth screenshot showing the angular relationships between the Saratoga Racecourse and just a portion of the large number of air parks, airfields, and airstrips in this part of New York State. The Saratoga Racecourse is a thoroughbred horse racing track in Saratoga Springs,
Yeah.
New York. It is one of the
What
oldest
Major
sporting venues in
Facepalm
the
just
United
said.
States, having opened on August 3rd of 1863.
It's like these sports stadiums, racetracks, etc. It's like they bring in all these people. We generate a bunch of energy, negative, positive. They can make you feel happy. They can make you feel sad. You go to a sports event and your favorite team's winning, and the adrenaline, if you're into sports, you know what I mean? The people go nuts and they love it. If their team is losing and they spent a lot of money on beers and food and all kinds of nonsense, they get pissed because their team lost and they wasted like $400 to go to one game. You know what I mean? And they get all drunk and shit. So, they could generate positive, negative charges, energy in one area.
Which would have been in the middle of the American Civil War.
Concentrated.
The Saratoga Racecourse has been
If
in
they
use
could
pretty
harness
much
that,
continuously since it first opened.
we're like batteries.
The name of Saratoga
That's what I'm trying to
Springs
say. We're
reflects
like
mineral
batteries.
springs that are in the area, and the High Rock Spring in this location is believed to have medicinal properties, making it a popular resort destination for over 200 years. Saratoga Springs has a history of railroad service and trolley cars
John
until
Keeley?
1938.
Sorry, John. Backstage. See, it doesn't make any noise when people pop in because maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't have it set right. Whatever. If you're backstage, let me know if I forget about you. Just trying to get through this one video. Then everything will be good. All right. Let's see. Are you there, John? Is someone else backstage now? I heard another noise. I just heard someone come in that time.
I have also looked into West.
Let me see who else is here. Oh man. No. Yep. Rasta's back. Yeah, I'll put out the link too. Does anyone else want to come on? Sorry, I forgot.
All right, now it should work. I got my headphones on.
Let me see.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Great.
You hear me?
Yeah, awesome. Yep, now, yeah, it's better. The link out. Anyone that wants to come on,
Hello.
the link is in the chat.
And these headphones suck.
I know, I hate headphones too, Rasta. I really do. But, it makes me think that, who's this? It makes me think that for some reason, what up, joking? Yeah, it makes me think that maybe the sound is better, Rasta, the quality of the sound, because it's almost like using a more sensitive mic or something. When you, it's like that's what it reminds me of.
How am I?
But I like it anyway. I like having the chat on the screen. It's a game changer. It's a game changer, dude. We need the chat on the screen from now on.
Bottom Springs in French Lick, Indiana.
Yes.
The hotel for the resort was said to have been built in.
Echoing.
You're echoing. Wait, who doesn't have headphones on? Who doesn't?
I got headphones now. How's that?
It's someone. I'm gonna have to be.
Am I echoing?
He's echoing. Was he echoing when you first came in, Rasta?
No.
So it must be Joe. Hold on. Let me mute Joe.
Let me
see.
No.
Okay.
I'm still echoing.
Yeah. What if I take him out? What about now?
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No
I'm
echo.
still echoing.
You're still echoing?
Still. Yeah.
Whoa, what is it?
Yeah,
Is that Singe? Yeah, that does suck. No.
We don't.
Who else is here? Hold on, let me see. So it's not. It might not even be Joe. Is it echoing any different now? Worse? Better? Let me see. Is it John? Hold on. Let me see, take John out. Is it? What about now? What about now? What about now? Echo?
Hello.
Echo? Echo?
Yes.
Yeah, still echo? So it's not John. It's not John. All right, let me take Rasta out for a sec. All right, what about now? You guys still hear an echo?
No echo.
All right.
I heard an echo.
You still heard an echo? Well, it's you. It's you. You're causing the echo, Rasta.
No, you took me out.
But they said they didn't hear it.
I'm hearing my voice.
Yeah, now you are. But watch. Take them out. Now. What do you guys see? Hear an echo? Check. No echo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You still hear it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Hingeman still heard it, and he didn't hear it.
It's why you're sharing the screen.
I know, but
I wonder if there's something you can do in settings.
Hold on.
I go into settings and see if there's echo cancellation.
I thought I had that set, but yeah, you're right. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I have that on.
You have echo cancellation on.
Yeah,
I
have it on.
See, now it sounds fine.
I know, but
there's no echo.
I can't get my show across if I can't share the screen.
See if mine's echoing.
No, it's not going to echo now.
Echoing.
Yeah, because I'm not sharing the screen.
No echo.
Now watch.
Nice.
Now you'll hear an echo.
Okay.
Now do you hear an echo? No?
No.
What about you? Do you hear an echo now, Rasta?
Check. No echo.
No?
No echo.
None of you hear an echo? Great.
No
all right,
echo
good.
now.
All right, moving along.
Echo. No echo.
No echo. Great. We're good to go. I don't know what that was all about then. That wasn't any of our fault. That was Restream.
So yeah, this circuit board Earth, it's fascinating because it's really just like it goes hand in hand with the simulation theory.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pause it. All right.
It culminates the two, because to have a simulation, you need a circuit board in order to create the simulation.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically that's what we've got here with the Earth. And basically us as human beings are like batteries here on the circuit board. And that's why some of us are positively charged, and then a lot of people are negatively charged. Like that's where like the draconians.
What does your boy Elon Musk think about the circuit board Earth?
I think he's all for it. I think he's a big part of the making the circuit boards for the circuit board Earth.
Yeah.
From Tesla.
But he plays along with the Matrix owners.
He does.
He acts like he likes them.
Yeah, because he has to. He has to play ball and play along.
He was just at that. He was just at that one place.
What one place?
We're not going to discuss.
Oh, he didn't go to that one thing that everybody else went to. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He does. I don't know. He's a very controversial figure, and he is key in the circuit board Earth theory, because like with all of his technologies and his access with
how do you have a diamond mind and say I'm poor, and then next thing you know you're the richest man in the world? How does that work? Which, by the way, he's not the richest man in the world. The richest people in the world don't let anyone know how much money they have.
Well, I mean,
they
honestly,
play their own game.
Elon,
they don't put themselves on the Forbes list.
Elon could be poor, and just be like an actor all along. Just like he could have no.
I think he's actually a lower chess piece.
Because I mean, if you think about how many government contracts he holds,
nice, clear as mud flood,
and whatnot.
Hey, there's one way how they're powering these circuit
Hold on,
boards.
let me pause. What are you saying? Hold on, I'm sorry. I was getting a coffee. What's going on?
You know, we're talking about the Earth being a circuit board. A lot of these racetracks, there's a theory that they could have been using piezoelectricity crystals in the track and in the stands. Every time people walk,
Mental
move,
pancakes. Yeah, go ahead.
it creates electricity.
I don't like them either.
Yeah.
I
A
was
lot when
watching-
people. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was watching videos of how people walk in the cities, you know, traffic in the cities.
Yeah.
You know, and how they
The
just
friction.
they
Thermal-
walk
thermal
along
energy.
and then they all stop at each light, and then they walk to the next block, and then they have to stop again, and they all like pile. They get jam packed on the sidewalks, and then it's
Well,
like,
yeah, there's so many different ways of collecting free energy. Like there's
And then-
solar, there's wind, there's thermal, there's friction. Like, you know what I mean? It's all different.
Well,
Easy
and
for
I
that
think
right there.
us even further is us using like cell phones. You know, like it's
I
we're
hate the
connecting
cell
our-
phone
We're
now.
connecting ourselves to the phone, which that battery's draining while we're consuming it, and then
Yeah.
we go and plug it back in, because it dies on us, and so it's yeah, it has something to do with the charging of the whole circuit board as well. But I
Yeah.
feel like also our thoughts and our emotions and our actions, you know, charge the circuit board as well. And that's why it requires a certain amount of us to be sad and depressed and bummed out.
Yeah, it
And
might.
then-
Yeah, it might
and then-
require a certain amount of us, right? Like to level out the whole thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
well-
another certain amount of us are, you know, we need to be happy and joyful and full of positive energy. Just because like it's just like a battery, you know, it's positive and negatively charged. And so in order for it to be balanced, you know, kind of like the magnetism, you know, of the magnet, you know, there's a positive and negative pole. And that's basically what we're creating with our source.
I love
energy.
I love having the comments on the screen. It's just amazing. It's wonderful. It's tremendous. It's the
Hey,
calm
Ray.
before the storm. Yeah, what's up?
You know, when they're talking about the human body, you know, them harvesting electricity from us, back in the 1800s, they all wore top hats with mercury in them. And
Yeah.
mercury. So we were walking antennas, pulling in electricity for them.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa, that's a
Another
trip.
thing to think about.
That's a trip. Yeah, that's a trip. I hate this IP server bullshit that keeps popping up, but we'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it together.
Is that from the streaming service as well?
No, it's BitChute.
Oh,
It's something new. I think they're trying to put ads on there. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, probably. And I mean, with
Whatever.
yeah, they got that new bill that or whatever with YouTube's new policy or whatever they're going to be dealing with here. This looks pretty interesting. What's crazy about this algorithm and stuff is I've been doing a lot of reggae mixes here lately, and I'll check and like I never gain any subscribers. I always lose a couple, and then I've
Dude.
looked on there and I'll have like 8 or 10 thumbs up on one of my videos, and then I'll go back like an hour later,
Yeah,
and
I know. They'll
I only have like 3 thumbs up.
They take them away. They take views off my videos all the time.
It's like,
But
why are they take out? I don't have that many.
They-
I mean,
They say
mean,
they're
dude,
not
look-
legitimate. They
look at
say it's like fake accounts that they figure out were fake, like sock.
Look
I
at
don't know.
some of
I don't
the-
know how
look-
it works, dude. Spam
Look
accounts.
at some of these
Spam
other
accounts.
videos that like that are just not even that good, and they get like hundreds, if not thousands,
You know,
of thumbs
You,
up. And
you, you know what helps the algorithm out a lot, Rasta? Which is weird because the YouTube algorithm isn't human. It doesn't think like us, right? It doesn't think rationally. It doesn't think logically. It's kind of like a woman, right? But yeah. So it's like the YouTube algorithm. If you start doing collaborations with people, for some reason, dude, when you start having the other people's names in your videos, it makes friggin' your views go up. And there's other certain little things you can do, but you gotta like it's all in the title and the thumbnail that you make for the video, dude. You gotta like really get creative.
Yeah,
There's a lot of content that other people, it's a big.
I'm just
big
convinced
place.
that they've got me stuck in my little place, and they're not going to let me expand any further on it.
Well, yeah. Once you get strikes too, they
And
start shadow banning you.
I'm fine with that because
You're roster bit.
yeah, I don't really care for doing it for the likes or whatever. Anyway, I mean, I've got people that listen, and I don't, I think with any social media, when people get on and they get all butt hurt or like, their endorphins pumped up because they get all these likes, it can really change your psyche in a lot of ways, especially for like younger people. Like if they don't get a certain number of, I just watched this YouTube documentary not too long ago about, the dangers of social media and all this. And, and one of them is being affected by the likes and yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I just this last week I got invited to DJ at the Northwest World Reggae Festival here in Oregon. And so it's gonna be pretty dope.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Fucking, I love getting gigs and playing and performing for people. It's great.
Yeah, it's gonna
fun.
be.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, this my Taco Tuesday event. This coming up, Bob Marley's birthday is on February 6th, and so that falls on a Tuesday, and so we're gonna be doing a big birthday bash. Dope.
That is dope for Bob Marley's birthday. So all these buildings. Look, this was. Watch. They all had to go, Rasta. Look, 1873, 1907, demolished. What's that, like 20-something years? They built that whole building and knocked it down in 20-something years.
Yeah, that's what some of these naysayers of like all these old world stuff, like that's a big loophole in their arguments where they say that this stuff was built by horse and buggy and it could totally have happened. It's like, okay, well, if it could have totally happened, then why did they tear down their nice creations? Like they probably put a lot of pride in that. I mean, you'd think people would be, protesting and wanting to burn things if they even threatened to knock some of these buildings down.
Yeah.
You'd be pretty butthurt about it.
Oh. Yeah. Oh man, I'll be able to pause it on the next go. I got some pictures and stuff like that, but because the way I'm screen sharing this one, every time I pause it, that thing's gonna pop up.
Yeah, Chicago's a prime example. Big, huge buildings, and they're around for 30, 40 years, tore down.
Yeah.
Blame it on the Chicago fire.
Yeah, we're gonna do a stream on the Great Fires, John, real soon. We're gonna do a whole stream on all the Great Fires.
Remember a couple episodes ago when I was talking about how the rivers snake like that around every city?
Mm-hmm.
That's how their power. That's another form of gathering electricity.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting too is like, this has to do with electricity as well. And I'm freaked out by it too, and I want to do a whole deep dive on it because this pastor, he is associated with the Joel Osteen guy and also that other pastor that
I remember Joel Osteen with an L.
Yeah, but he's, and what's
Osteen
that other
with
one?
an O. No, it's Osteen. Joe. Wait, what is it now, dude? What is this? It's Osteen.
Osteen.
Which is an O now. No L. Yeah. Okay.
But anyways, yeah, there's him and that Kenneth Copeland guy, who he was the one who did that. He's the one who does that C19 remix song that people chopped up, where he's like on the pulpit and he looks like freaking The Mask or whatever. And was interviewed by like Entertainment Tonight on how much money he has and his private jets and stuff.
I don't know what you're not. I didn't see it.
Well,
I don't know.
well,
Maybe
anyway,
I did. Maybe I didn't.
Anyways, you know, he's just a couple of these pastors, but this one though that my mom happens to be at the church, right, like doing some revival thing right now. It's like in Florida, and it's called the River. Just like you're talking about rivers here, it's like the River Church. But what's crazy about it is that the pastor, it's a Pentecostal church where like he starts speaking in tongues, right? And then he goes around and he puts his hand on people and he's like, fire, fire, and then all yeah, exactly. And then but what's crazy is like I just watched a live stream of some of it last night because I was like, I'm fascinated by it because like he goes down the line and he's dropping fools left and right, just one after another. Like it doesn't matter if you're a kid or like an elderly person or whatever. He just goes, fire. He's like, in Jesus' name, and he touches your head, and then all of a sudden, like they like start convulsing and fall to their back, and you know, they start shaking, and then also they all start laughing hysterically. I mean, it sounds like a cackling, a whole congregation of hyenas. And it's absolutely mind-boggling to me because I'm just like trying to figure out what's happening there. I mean, as a spiritual person, it rubs me the wrong way. First off, that he has association with these other, you know, he actually was I did a deep dive on him. Like there's an interview where he's like sitting with Benny Hill in his chair. And so like he's directly associated with all these people. And yet all these people are totally like they think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, he heals, like he's allegedly, you know, heals people with his touch. And I'm like, what is going on here? Because like I'm trying to divulge, you know, like how much of it is an act and how much of it is like hypnotism of people. And also, you know, like then to tie it back in with the circuit board Earth, because that's the reason I brought it up, is like, is he tapping into some type of electrical charge where like he is like putting the literal fire into them, just like through some type of tapping into the
I know what you're
ether.
saying.
Because like he's saying you gotta like, he claims like you gotta be like drunk in the Holy Spirit, like you drink of the Holy Spirit and you
Isn't he the guy with the glass cathedral?
I don't know. He doesn't have a glass cathedral.
Okay.
He like just
it all has to do with frequency, vibration. It's probably it's the same, the same energy or similar.
Yeah, these people, they were like basically like getting glued to the ground. I mean, he was like, there was people that couldn't get up for like an hour, and it's like, yeah, like okay, maybe one or two people might be like just acting it out, but to like have a whole building of people just like overwhelmed with this source energy that he allegedly is just like through just like
it's mass hypnosis.
That's what I think it is, because like his sermons are like
back to that.
They go from his gatherings, they go from like early in the morning until 2 in the morning sometimes. Like he gets those people there late, and so like I think it is some type of mass hypnosis. Maybe there is some type of even he's tapping into some type of frequency. Like, I don't know if you all remember like the Lana Del Rey concert where like all the people just like fell over. Like there was like an energy.
Yeah.
This
is Lower Manhattan, Rasta. This is Lower Manhattan. Not to cut you off.
Yeah, no, and well, with Lower Manhattan,
that?
This ties into
this isn't Lower Manhattan. This is a circuit board.
Okay. Yeah. And
look,
it's even got
that's Lower Manhattan. That's a circuit board.
It's even got the twin towers there. Look at that. And you know what would be real interesting is to like have somebody who builds computers to be able to interview them about like what all these components actually do. Because you've got things like football stadiums, for instance, that are shaped a certain way. Each one of them are shaped kind of like an eyeball, right? And they get like 50 to 70 to 100,000 people gathered there, all making this sound frequency there. While the sound of like a football game is hypnotizing in itself. I mean, I think that's why a lot of people enjoy like watching football, is not even because of the game. It's just because the sound of the crowd cheering and the whistles and the commentators, like all that is just it just puts you in a zone, and it's like soothing for people and pacifying for them to hear, but it's also, like I say, energy harnessing. But what you showed there with Manhattan
City of this is the city of Tapai. Looks like a circuit board.
And what's crazy is, though, we saw all those the certain group of individuals that wear tiny little hats, coming out of this underground tunnel that was in New York. There, like that was like what, like a month ago or something.
So this is a city. This is a city. This isn't a circuit board. This is an actual city. Look, there's a dome.
Yeah, they all have their purpose.
It reminds me of Fraggle Rock. You know how the Fraggles, they had the little dozers that would build the city, right?
This one was cool. Look at this one.
And then the Fraggles would eat the actual city. They would go behind and destroy the dozers' work and eat it. And then up above the Fraggles,
it looks like
they
water.
were living down in a cave. Up above the Fraggles were these, I forget the name of the giant beast-like family that lived up above them.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, are we crazy?
I mean, yeah, no. and the green looks like water, right?
No.
It could be like an ocean or
yeah.
grass.
Isn't that a trip? Isn't that a trip?
Yeah,
Circuit board city.
And then some of these more major computers, they even have water that runs through them.
Yeah.
Like they have to be cooled.
And the wind is almost like a cooling system, dude. What do you guys think? Motherboard or city?
There you go.
Motherboard or city? Can't even tell.
No shit.
There's so many of them, dude. I could go on for days. All right, look at this.
Yeah, you should look out. John Levy did.
Look, this is an aerial photo of Persepolis, Iran, on the left. On the right, computer circuit board.
Yep.
Can you guys see it?
Big time.
Big time. Big time. Okay. Glad you're getting something out of this. Who else do we got here? All right. So then we got we'll get that out of there. I got so much to go over. I'm just not even sure where to start, where to go. All right. So
out in the desert, you could see.
So check this out. So I was looking up. I was researching this earlier, right? And I was looking up. What was it? I came across this Tesla free energy circuit. Look, Tesla free energy air circuit. Someone's echoing now. I can hear it.
Folks.
Hello.
Today I'm going to show you a couple circuits I made. I was surfing on the internet one day and saw a YouTube video on how to create a Nikola Tesla free energy circuit.
Oh, this one. This is the one I want. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Look, looks like a circuit board, but why is it echoing now all of a sudden? What just changed? Oh,
I don't hear it.
I'm screen sharing. That's why. You don't hear it?
No.
I hear it. Do you hear it, Joe? Sorry, Joe.
Yeah,
I muted. I had you muted.
No, I muted, but yeah, I hear it. I hear you echoing now.
Oh wow.
It's not as bad though as before.
I don't hear nothing.
I wonder who it is, dude. It's gotta be. All right, let me take Rasta off. Hold on, I'm just gonna take you off for 1 second. What do you think? Can you hear it now? No.
Testing.
It went away. It went away. It's Rasta, dude. Rasta, it's definitely you. I don't know why.
Let me try my other computer here for a minute.
Let's see.
I know. Nobody wants to be the one who messes up the live stream. It's not like Rasta does it on purpose. It's just, none of us went to school for broadcasting science.
No,
right.
Now, how is it?
And
Right.
the schematic looked easy enough, so I went ahead
Wait.
and made a couple. And basically, this is the first one that I created, and actually one of the first circuits I've ever created. And you can kind of see what it
Nice.
looks like.
I gotta
I'll show
fix
you
that.
a diagram of this schematic later. And
good call.
Take a look under here. Basically, what we got here is the ground will connect here. An antenna connects right here. And here you're going to have your DC minus out and DC plus out.
So this is an actual circuit.
So that's the first one I created. This one here.
What are we looking at?
Here.
What are we looking
basically, just two of those.
A Tesla free energy circuit. Okay? If they can build this on the micro scale, they can build it on the macrocosm. It's okay. So listen, it gives about 40 watts of electricity that it pulls out of radio signals out of the air. It creates electricity by pulling radio signals out of the ether. What do you think about that?
It does.
It does. Rasta?
I think that it does. Well, I think
beautiful. You're not echoing now. Beautiful. All right, go ahead.
I think that the ether, is free energy up there. It's swarming around.
This right here is a circuit, Rasta, that pulls 40 watts of electricity out of the air. It can generate up to 40 watts by itself for free. A circuit. It's called a Tesla free energy air circuit. So it's Tesla tech. Allegedly.
Well, why don't we have all this?
They do have it. It's right there.
Why don't we have it though? Like on our
I don't know. It's a good question.
I've seen videos where they make a plasma flame.
So think about this: if these were like buildings right here, and those were like train tracks and streets, and then it would work as a city too.
Yeah.
There's one on this side and one on this side, and they're both connected here to this connection for the antenna. And then we got the ground down here, and also have the plus and minus out. I also connected a little LED with a little push button to sort of give you a little idea of the light. In fact, there might actually be some energy stored up in this thing right now. I'm gonna
let's see.
Go ahead
it's gonna
and
work.
release it by pressing this button. Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that free light.
You can see the caps had a little bit of energy stored up in there, and it's just slowly kind of burning it
Radio
out.
waves.
I'll just hold that down until it's pretty.
What do you guys think? You like it?
Burned out.
Not bad.
That looks pretty
yeah, that's pretty nifty.
Pretty nifty.
Still flashing off and on. Those caps still have some juice in them, I guess. So I'm gonna try and bleed it out a little bit.
Wow.
All
right. Fair enough. I believe it.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and connect one of these.
Oh, let's see what you're gonna do. What's you gonna do?
More or less how it works. Before I do that, I'll kind of explain what I've got going on here. I've got an aerial. This is actually connected to an antenna on top of my house.
You're having a cinch, man.
It's going up about 30-40 feet. It's not,
yikes,
super exciting antenna, but it was there, so I decided to use it. And this is basically ground connection to my main house ground. And I'll show you pictures of both of those at some time in this video. There's nothing super magic about these particular circuits. In fact,
Let me fast forward this.
after designing
up.
them and playing with them and doing some searching around, I basically found out that they're basically a rectifier, a voltage rectifier. So it's converting alternating current into DC current. And I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about here using a multimeter. So go ahead and connect one end here to my antenna.
There you go.
And connect the other end to my ground.
Okay.
And just show you that I'm getting alternating current from this particular ground.
So AC,
setup.
AC current.
So we're getting a 7.62 volts alternating current right off the bat.
7.6 volts,
Antenna
dude.
and ground. Let's see what DC says. Negative.
See, 6.50 volts of free energy. What do you think about that?
So if you built a big enough one, you could power your house, right?
If you built one the size of a city, you'd be good. Like the whole city could run for free.
That's what I'm saying. I think that they've
whole
already,
world.
I think they're already doing that, and they've just, they have our utilities. They're charging so much for the utilities right now that it's all just an illusion.
Yep.
And once,
dude, the utility bill is off the hook, dude. My electricity bill is ridiculous.
Yeah,
you can see where they cut off the water and they cut off the electricity. Especially like in Europe, like Paul Cook found some of the stuff where it was all good, man. And they literally chopped it and then put plants and meters and shit everywhere to fucking charge us. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And go ahead and connect this to my first circuit. The line is here. And we've got plus here. And I'm gonna put these wires in here just to stabilize the whole little system. So it'll just fall right off. Alright, let's see if we got any voltage in there right now. So we got 5.8 millivolts just stored up in those little caps. Alright, so now I'm going to connect my ground using this green wire here. And I gotta flip this guy over because my circuit's not super great design anyways.
Alright.
And I'm gonna connect my antenna right here.
Here's another one.
You know what else is like something else that generates energy and electricity is music and going to concerts and festivals, like rave parties and the Grateful Dead. Like they had all these.
On a little project I've been working on.
Yeah, keep going. You can talk over it. This is a Tesla ambient energy collector.
They
Ross,
yeah.
I was at the Cal Expo
So this is collecting ambient
94, I think.
Nice.
I seen Jerry. I seen a bunch of good songs, dude. My brother took me for my birthday. It was like an epic one, yeah.
So what I'm gonna do here is
I bet that was dope.
It was fucking crazy.
It looks like he's got a wire hooked up to something.
Is basically
Copper
a setup
oh, look.
where we've got the inputs from the antenna.
The antenna.
Around.
It's picking up ambient. What's that noise? Sound? Energy? Ambient, right? Ambient sound, right?
So that little metal thing with the screws in it.
Prefab rectifier circuit I picked up at Radio Shack. And that is then being sent to a single farad.
So the first thing you showed right there, go back. That thing right there.
With some.
No, go back.
It's not that important, but go ahead. Which one?
I know it's not that important. Go back.
This one?
But like right here, that thing. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that thing. Like that right there is your electrical setup in your house. Not that one. Not the voltmeter, but like before that.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Polymer Paul's Porno? I love some of the names, dude. It's great.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of weird new names I haven't ever seen before.
Dude, my channel's been getting
What's up,
views.
everyone?
My channel's been getting views again, Rasta. The channel's been growing. Welcome, all new people. Welcome. Spread the word.
Positive negs outputs going over back here again.
That thing right there.
Yeah.
So
look, whatever it is, it gets 1.54 volts of ambient. So, all right. So then we also have. I'm just trying to go through it.
Are you saying like Ambien, like the stuff that makes you fall asleep?
Ambient.
Yeah. Ambient. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Ambient with a T.
Ambient. Oh, ambient.
Ambient.
The idea of ambient is that everything becomes one.
Don't take ambient.
Like if ambient temperature means everything's 60 degrees, this computer, the couch, me, we're all 60 degrees, then we're ambient.
Radiant energy.
I've heard of people taking Ambien and then they they forget where they parked their car the next day or something, and then they
look at a tree.
Sisters, and welcome at the Test Attack University.
Look at this
Yeah.
Whoa. Guy right there.
Well, see,
Today's
that's my dude.
You know that I think that dreadlocks are like antennae.
energy system.
He got a big old scarf.
He sounds foreign.
Big old purple scarf.
I think he's from Alabama.
From the sky.
He takes himself seriously.
In our case, we choose.
Oh, come on.
Alabama.
Don't do this to me now. Let me pause it for a sec. Let's see. Come on. Give me.
Apparatus able to
extract radiant energy. Nikola Tesla's apparatus for the utilization of radiant energy action.
Rat ass.
I'm gonna sound off on this one. Oh, you know what I could do? If I stop my camera, it'll work better. My camera for a second. Where am I? I forget how I do that though. No. Maximus. No. No. Wow. So, no. No good. So he's getting 3-point-something volts of radiant energy from this device, apparently. Whatever he's doing here, which I don't think it really shows it too well, does it? Let's see. Is he explaining what he's doing?
Fluorescent light.
Fluorescent light.
Okay, I lost one.
Oh, come on.
One tube on the way. I think it will work anyway. I just placed close by.
Everywhere is energy. The universe is energy.
I'll get killed for the sound.
Electric power in unlimited quantities. Energy.
Went around 40 volts.
Energy.
Normally we go even higher. I just missed one tube.
Yeah.
And finally, let me switch off the light. And let's try our ultimate source of radiant energy.
Oh, that looks like a Tesla coil.
Or a big coil.
Yeah.
Tesla. It is a Tesla coil.
The range once more.
Dude's like, I got a Tesla coil in my house.
Spark gap.
They've got one down the street from my house. I can go.
Yeah, they're real.
Film the Tesla show. They do one a couple of times a day.
Let me reach for the
Really?
switch.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the
Go
multimeter.
check that out. I want to see that, Roscoe.
I should have seen it before. It's pretty dope.
Electric power is everywhere present in unlimited quantities. I can drive the world's machinery without the need of coal, oil, gas,
Nice.
or any other. This new power for the driving of the world's machinery will be derived from the energy which operates the universe. Energy.
Why is it still buffering it?
Operates the universe.
So we were around 600 volts. But I ain't using 600 volts to fire the coil. 600 volts. Yes, an artificial source
600
of radiant
volts?
energy was involved.
That's pretty
but
good.
this shows us that the system is able to collect
Wow.
a great amount of electric power.
All right, good for you. Good for you. Great, you figured it out. You found 600 volts is impressive. Impressive. I mean, in the free energy circuit, that's good. That's good.
Absolutely. 450 to 6 is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we have Crystal Electrical Generator Experiment 5.
This is my
Crystal Electric Generator.
free
air wireless electrical generator, whatever you want to call it, that I've been experimenting with. This is another experiment.
So people do have free energy devices, and this is a thing.
Yeah.
Experiment. I'm getting about 1.5
Free energy
call
is
it
a
volts.
thing.
Right now it's driving this LED, which you can barely see. Not a lot to it. I disconnected. This is a crystal radio. I disconnected the earpiece and the we call it resistor over here. I've got a capacitor in it, 100 microfarad capacitor in the line, and I'm trying to think about how I can get a little bit more power out of it. One thing, I can disconnect this LED, and my guess is, yeah, the voltage jumps up to, what do we call it? The capacitor has to fill. It'll go over 2 volts. So how can I get more power out of this thing? Okay, so not under load, it's going to go over 2.2 volts, something like that. And I'm thinking about how to maximize the power out of this. Well, okay, right now all it's got is a single diode rectifying it. So in normal power situations, if you have an AC wave and you want to try to get the maximum power out of it, you use a full wave bridge rectifier, and assuming
not bad
that I can find 4 of these diodes, these 1N34A diodes somewhere around the house, then I just might be able to do a little bit better than, looks like it's going to go about 2.5 volts unloaded, and what did we say, about 1.5 loaded. So okay, let's give it a try. Full wave bridge rectifier on our crystal electrical generator.
Nice, crystal electric.
This is our full wave bridge rectifier. You can see the banded ends are attached inside of the.
I mean, I'm not going to get all technical about it. Look, it's working though. Let's see. What's he get? Not as much with the crystal.
There we go. So
not as much.
Kind of an interesting.
Oh look!
Maybe you can.
It's
do
going up.
something
It's going up.
and follow this
Almost
and,
4 volts. It looks like.
Let me give me some hints on.
4.2.
I mean, everybody knows not as much with the crystal. I mean, this guy.
Yeah. He's a rookie. He's a rookie, man. All right. Great. All right. So now we're gonna get back to what we were doing. So, free energy is a thing. Sorry if you just didn't know.
Slept all night.
He probably lost his internet.
Free energy, free water, free echoes.
As picnic and recreation areas at the ends of streetcar lines, and that by the 1920s, these trolley/amusement parks started to suffer a steep decline for a variety of reasons, including destruction by fire more often than not.
It's almost over.
Palisades Park was in operation from 1898 until its closure in 1971, at which time it was demolished, and 4 luxury high-rise apartments were built.
Yikes. Well, yeah, BitChute's been doing that to me lately.
Electric Park in Kansas City, Missouri was said to have provided the inspiration for a young Walt Disney for his theme parks.
Oh, wow.
Electric Park was said to have been built in 1907 and was closed in 1925, when most of it burned to the ground. Coney Island's Luna Park opened in 1903, mostly destroyed by fire in 1944, and demolished in 1946. Trolley parks in the United States were not an isolated occurrence. While some of the original trolley parks remain in operation, that list is short compared to the ones that are no longer in existence.
Trolley parks and swimming pools.
Look, there's a lot of them.
I did a little deep dive on swimming pools.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There was a bunch everywhere.
What did you find out?
They're all water around swimming pools.
Since trolley amusement parks were typically located at the end of streetcar lines,
like a lot of
some kind of enhanced energy generation going on in the Earth's free energy generating system, and provided the local communities of the original advanced civilization with an opportunity to have some fun at the same time.
Give me 2 minutes.
Then there were interurbans, a type of electric railway with self-propelled rail cars running between cities and towns in North America and Europe. They were prevalent in North America starting in 1900, And by 1915, interurban railways in the United States were operating along 15,500 miles, or 24,900 kilometers of track. By 1930, however, most of the interurbans were gone, with a few surviving into the 1950s. Why build sophisticated electric streetcar systems, only to use them for a short period of time, and replace them with cars and trucks? Well, the most obvious answer is that the mass production of gasoline-powered private and public transportation provided another form of transportation for people, and provided a highly lucrative means of generating wealth for the big corporations involved in the transportation industry. Non-polluting and low-fare electric streetcar systems were simply no longer needed or wanted. I mentioned the history of incline railways in Pittsburgh and Cincinnati previously, and like all the other rail infrastructure, they have a tendency to be made to go away. Also known as funiculars, incline railways are a transportation system that uses cable-driven cars to connect points along a steep incline, using two counterbalanced cars connected to opposite ends of the same cable. Besides the two in Pittsburgh, operational funiculars today include the Lookout Mountain Incline Railway in Chattanooga, Tennessee, said to have been constructed in 1895. The Budapest Castle Hill Funicular in Hungary, said to have opened in 1870. And the East Hill Cliff Railway in Hastings, England, said to have opened in 1902. But in many places, I am sure, like Incline Road on the Isle of Portland in southern England, the memory of an incline railway was retained in the name of what is today a road. Then there is the underground rail infrastructure, which is also the same all over the world. The London Underground is said to be the oldest. We are told the idea of an underground railroad linking the city of London with the urban center came up in the 1830s, and in 1854, the Metropolitan Underground Railway was granted permission to build it. Underground operations were said to have started in January of 1863 between Paddington and Farringdon, using gas-lit wooden carriages hauled by steam locomotives. Does that sound plausible? And gas-lit carriages underground? What about ventilation? Would this need have been accounted for in the mid-1800s according to the history we have been taught? As time went on, the Lots Road Power Station was said to have been built between 1902 and 1904 to power the newly created Great Northern, Piccadilly, and Brompton lines. It was claimed to be the largest power station ever built, and eventually powered most of the railways and tramways in the underground group. So we aren't even out of the horse and buggy era when it was said to have been opened in 1904, with the mass production of automobiles not starting until 1908, with the Model T Ford, and yet we have the technology to build sophisticated electrical machinery generation equipment like this. This is a map of the London Underground presented by Harry Beck, an engineering draftsman in 1931. His design is based on the principle of electrical circuit diagrams. Power circuits transfer and control large amounts of electricity. Could the builders of the London Underground have possibly created gigantic power circuitry, starting in a haphazard way in 1854 onward with the creation of the Metropolitan Underground Railway? Not only that, the different colored lines or routes found in the underground systems of the world, red, blue, green, yellow, orange,
Rasta's got the
etc.,
heaviest breathing
also denote
ever.
different meanings in electrical circuitry, in which each color has a different function. Do these electric transportation systems and networks somehow function as electrical circuits in the original physical layout of the Earth's grid system, and do not just pertain to the sophisticated electrical circuitry it takes to run them efficiently, day in and
Not
day
much
out?
left.
There are numerous abandoned underground tunnels and stations, not only in London, but in major cities around the world. Of countless examples, this is one of London's many
Sounds like,
abandoned subway tunnels.
Thank you.
And this one in Budapest, Hungary. And this one in Glasgow, Scotland.
Major face palm.
We are told that Glasgow has the third oldest underground rail system in the world,
Oh, it's
opening
Jim
on
from
December
Florida.
14th of 1896.
I didn't know that was Jim from Florida. Jim from Florida, major face palm. So thank you for the $5 on Cash App. I just seen it. My phone was dead. It could have went through a while ago. Thank you.
The 15 stations of the subway are distributed over a 10-kilometer or 6-mile circuit of the West End and city center of Glasgow, with 8 stations to the north of the River Clyde and 7 to the south. There are 2 lines, an outer circle running clockwise and an inner circle running counterclockwise. This graphic came up when I searched for a particle accelerator diagram showing counter-rotating beams and a circular accelerator in comparison with the Glasgow subway's outer and inner ring running in opposite directions from each other. I definitely think there is more going on with these underground rail systems than anything we've ever been told about them.
Cornell.
The last
Yeah,
type
that's
of
in New
electrical
York,
circuit
right?
infrastructure I'm going to talk about in this video is the function of cathedrals as
Yeah,
diodes.
cathedrals as diodes. This
A
is good.
diode is a semiconductor device with 2 terminals that conducts.
All right, diode, anode, cathode, current, negative, positive, negative. Just like Was it Major Facepalm? He's not. All right, you're not Jim from Florida. Jim from Florida recommended me. All right, well, thank you. Well, thank you, Jim from Florida and Major Facepalm. Jim from Florida supports me too a lot. It's great.
Noise.
I appreciate it. No, the supporter, like the little bit, even like $5, it goes a long way, man, and it helps. Because like
current in
it's really
primarily
tough.
one direction.
I just moved and everything, and
An electrode is an electrical
Rebuilding.
conductor used to make contact with the non-metallic part of a circuit.
right
the
now,
cathode of the electrode is where a conventional current departs a polarized electrical device, and the anode electrode is where a conventional current enters the polarized electrical device. Electrical polarity refers to the two types of poles, positive and negative, representing the electric potentials at the ends of a circuit. Conventional current describes the direction in which positive charges move from the positive.
we have members too now on the channel. We have like 16 members now, so we're gonna do a members only stream within the next few days. We're putting it together. We're working on it, and we're gonna start up members. So think about being a member. We're gonna set up the members only streams.
How's it now?
To the negative pole.
Yeah.
Electrons flow from
It's
negative to
all
positive.
right. Good.
In a direct current, DC circuit, current flows in one direction only. In an alternating current, AC circuit, the two poles alternate between negative and positive, and the current.
See, normally Singe Man is here, and he slept on late night. He did. No, he's not backstage. Okay, I'm getting old messages.
Let's see.
No, normally it gives me a weird sound when people go on the backstage, but tonight it's not doing it.
Versus periodically. The Greek words katharos or kata mean descent or down.
Yeah, cathodos.
Hedral refers to a 3D geometric
Hedron.
solid with a specified number of plane faces. Let's look at several aspects of the function of cathedrals or catahedrals as frequency generators and transmitters.
Mm-hmm.
When I was reading an article about elliptical polarization, I encountered the diagram on the left showing the efficiency in decibels of the axial ratio of two antennae, and the shapes formed in the graph immediately brought this common shape of windows in cathedrals on the right. Were these windows actually functioning as antennae? Then there is this Walter Russell diagram on the left and cathedral door on the right, showing what looks to be a relationship between cathedral doors and octaves, which are the intervals between one musical pitch and another with double its frequency. This shape of doors is found at cathedrals and churches said to have been built all over the world in different centuries, with the Noumea Cathedral in New Caledonia in the South Pacific said to have been built
I see that
1887 and
in churches
1897.
everywhere.
The St. Nicholas of Myra Russian Orthodox Church in Manhattan, New York, said to have been built in 1883. The Church of St. George in Norwich, England, said to have been built in the 1100s. And the Turku Cathedral in Turku, Finland, said to have been.
It's a trip because it's so obvious. It's right in front of you.
Not only that, cathedral rose windows look like the cymatic patterns of
Mhm.
musical notes.
But nobody sees it.
With the massive organ pipes surrounding the cathedral rose window, it appears as though
it's
this
right
was a
in front of your
musical system
face.
designed to generate waves of specific frequencies, like solfeggio frequencies, through this type of window. Solfeggio frequencies make up the ancient six-tone scale used in sacred music, like, for
Nice.
example, Gregorian chants and Tibetan singing bowls.
Someone's here.
Each
I heard it that
solfeggio
time.
tone is a frequency.
I heard it that time. Someone just came in.
Whenever you're sharing.
No, it's just because I'm sharing. It's because I'm what? It's still echoing. It is now.
When you share.
Wow, because Rasta's not even here, is he? No, so it's not.
They're gonna
Rasta.
do that, dude. Either you can fix it or just reset something, but we can't like
it has nothing. It has nothing to do with you. You're saying it has nothing to do with you guys. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me try one more thing. Okay. Let me just tell me what you think about this. Stop sharing for a sec. Audio. Let me shut this off. Shut this off. Tell me if it echoes now.
Yo.
Ready? No.
Yo.
Wait until I'm sharing. Ready?
Yo.
Is it echoing now?
Hello.
Hey.
Is it?
Hello.
What do you guys
Ain't
think?
me, is it?
Is it echoing?
Hello. No, I don't hear it.
Chat echoing? What do you think?
Play it.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, let me see. go. This one's almost done. That's why I'm just going to get through it.
That can be used to balance one's energy and keep one's body, mind, and spirit in harmony. This is the St. Mary of the Mount Church on the edge of Mount Washington in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The windows at the front of the church here also resemble in appearance the patterns of some hydrogen wave functions. Could this type of window be connected to atomic wave functions?
Yes.
Then there is the
Big
pipe
time.
organ found in
Big time.
cathedrals, a musical instrument that produces
Pipe
sound
organ.
by driving
There
pressurized
you
air
go.
through organ pipes selected from a keyboard.
Pressurized
In biology,
air.
what is called an organ is a collection of tissues that structurally form a functional unit specialized to perform a particular function.
I was going to repeat what she just said, but I can't even do it.
Hello.
That was great, though.
Yeah, it's not working. Maybe I'll
The Latin
get out
organ,
here.
meaning an instrument or tool.
What, it's still echoing?
A pipe organ has one or more keyboards.
Is it still echoing? Sure? Yeah?
Just started.
It just started again? Weird.
Now it's not echoing.
It's not echoing?
No.
Here, let me see what I think.
It's played by the hands. And a pedal keyboard played by the feet, like this 30-note keyboard.
NDB.
And each keyboard contains its own division or group of stops.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to wonder if pipe organs produce specific frequencies at specific times for specific reasons that had to do with the enhancement of the greater collective. Cathedrals also have bells, like these at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C., the purpose of which, we are told, was to signify the time for worshipers to gather for a church service.
No, they're not. They were.
I am interested in
tech.
bell towers, also known as carillons, and believe they were an integral part of an
So they used
interconnected,
pipe organs,
functional system of a
bells,
civilization that knew exactly how to utilize frequency and
to get the
vibration
frequency
in
and
fundamental
vibrations
and harmonious
going.
ways. There are a number of them in Florida. This is the Bach Tower in the Bach Gardens at Lake Wales.
Thumbs
It is
up,
located on
post,
what is called
share.
Iron Mountain,
Thank
one of
you.
the highest points in the Florida Peninsula. The Bach Tower is also known as the Singing Tower.
My nickname was Bach Tower.
It was said to have been commissioned by Dutch immigrant and Ladies' Home Journal magazine editor at one time, Edward
this
Bach,
is-
and
he's gonna- I
said to have
think
been
she's
built
gonna get
between
into the obelisk
1927
right
and
now.
1929, at which time it was dedicated by President Calvin Coolidge. Edward Bach died in 1930, the year after the completion of the bell tower that carries his name.
Equals watts.
The Citrus Tower in Claremont, Florida, near Orlando, was said to have opened in 1956 and was a big pre-Disney World tourist attraction in its heyday, and is also a bell tower like the Bach Tower.
Citrus Tower.
These two bell towers line up with each other in central Florida.
Nice.
I will have to do some more research on this subject in the future and see what more I can find out about alignments of these bell towers with each other. What was the purpose of these massive bell towers reaching up to the clouds for the original civilization?
Nice.
Were these tall generators of healing and harmonious frequencies for the benefit and balance of all of creation? Other infrastructure, like old railroad terminals, have the same characteristics as cathedrals. This is the old Union Station in Louisville, Kentucky.
We got
That looks
3
like a
minutes.
cathedral complete with a rose window. And how many small towns have this story? Information about this church was forwarded to me from Francois in Quebec about the big church in his small town. The town of Saint Thecla in central Quebec has a massive and ornate church built between 1903 and 1905 under the direction of the Catholic priest Maxime Masson, who was called the main architect of the religious buildings in what has always been a small community. The 2011 population of Saint Thecla was listed as just under 2,500 people. The destruction of the earth for profit, as well as destruction for its own sake, and the eradication of humanity through genocide has been going on hand in hand for quite some time now. Humankind has been given plenty of distractions and things to argue about to keep us focused on them instead of the real problem. Malevolent beings have found a way to incarnate in human form and take over all the wealth and power of the earth for themselves, and
Nice.
seek to do away with humanity as we know it and replace us with man-machine interface vessels. The majority of humanity don't realize this is a direction we have been led in by these malevolent forces who have absolutely no regard for human life except for how we can benefit them. Transhumanism is a very real goal of theirs. First, they devised a way to hijack the positive timeline of humanity, after which time they have been scheming to hijack our souls. While we have been asleep, pure evil has been having its way with us.
I don't know
If they
about all
couldn't
that,
control us,
but maybe.
they didn't want us
Perhaps.
to exist. Welcome to the Great Awakening.
Welcome to the Great Awakening, guys. You're all here. You all made it.
I still don't know.
I like the whole thing.
Humanism.
I don't know. I might have, if it was up to me, I might have put a different ending on it. But that's just me. You know. So, but everybody has some good information. Everybody has their own little piece of the slice of the mud. Everybody has their own slice of the mud. So, circuit board architecture by the Truth Seeker. Architecture. Because it's tech and it's high tech. Oh man. See, you see what happens every time I pause. My bitch shit needs to get away. Yep. All right, so we can just have this one play because it's just music. There's no talking.
You ever seen him get a plasma flame right out of the air?
My nickname was Plasma Flame. No, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna offer.
What?
It's too. I can't hear myself.
But it's echoing for you. Still.
Mm.
Is it echoing for you, John?
Not right now. No.
It must be him. Go back out and come back in. Maybe. It's not echoing for me. I don't know. Hey, talk to him. Let me hear him.
I don't hear it. Sounds good.
Oh, it is echoing.
Oh.
Hold on. No, he left. And now it stopped. So it's him. Oh no. It's echoing for you. It's when you talk, John.
I didn't say nothing.
No. I'm saying when you talk, you echo.
Oh, really? Got my headphones on.
I know.
Maybe I'll try this out.
Hold on, let me try echo cancellation again. I'm trying to figure it out too because it's a new thing. Like, I need to know.
What am I doing now?
Go ahead, talk.
Am I echoing?
Am I doing now? Yeah. Let me see. Alright, no, let me see. Am I echoing? Yeah, now you're echoing still. Yeah. Let me see. Go ahead, say something, John.
Alright. I'm ready to do a bongo.
Still. Oh, that sucks. So the screen sharing kind of sucks on this thing.
Alright. I put my headphones on.
Yeah, you got to put the headphones on or it's not going to work. It's going to echo if you don't put... But you said it was echoing with the headphones, right? The screen sharing kind of sucks on this thing. Let me see.
Yeah,
you got to put the headphones on or it's not going to work. It's going to echo if you don't put... Go ahead, Tom. You said it was echoing with the headphones, right? The screen sharing kind of sucks on this thing. I know, we get a lot of people here. 17 lurkers. Yeah, you gotta put the headphones on or it's not gonna work. It's gonna echo. Yeah, I think it's gonna be alright now. Well, alright, we'll go with this for now. I can't stop for too long. Gotta keep it going. Keep it moving. Alright. Alright. Let's test it. So, yeah, we have 18 people here. Great. Thumb it up. Post it. Share it. Well,
That's my dog. I'm muted.
Is it still echoing for you, John?
No, I don't hear no echo.
Yeah, it's echoing for you. It's still echoing when you talk. It's not. It stinks. And everyone is wearing headphones, so I don't know what it could be. It's gotta be something on my controls though. So, DJ
It's like I'll just stay muted.
Yeah, for now. Or just unmute when you talk, when you want to talk. And then mute it. You know what I'm saying? Mute and unmute. But when I'm not screen sharing, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what else we got? Yeah, I have a lot. So we got the circuit board. Okay, free energy. What's this one? Alright. Earth is a circuit board. Let's see what works on this one. Yes, it's still echoing.
Yo.
Yo.
Gotta list the flow to this whack ass. It's nice beat. Up on the street, I can free less electricity like they grow meat.
Yeah. There it goes. There it is. I was looking for where it was coming from. All right. So yeah, all these are cities. Yeah, like these are all circuit. Some of the cities next to circuit boards.
Like, how is that just a coincidence? Like, how could anyone say that that's just a coincidence?
Look, there's the one there's the Twin Tower looking one. Look.
I don't like.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that they would build on top of the old infrastructure. I'm gonna put the link out. You know.
So what if we're really just a lot smaller than we think we are, and we're like microscopic inside of just a computer?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like it's a simulation, and we literally live in a computer.
Yeah, like we're just little bolts of electrobes or whatever that are just in here, and
we're like dust mites. We're like dust mites.
Yeah, we're in these avatars that give us our sense of what we perceive reality to be. From our skin to like all the objects that are around us, but none of that is even real. We're really just like little dots of light, electricity, and everything else is just accepted into our knowledge. Through what we've created through our memory banks. How light stores energy, right? Like you look at like internet connectivity through like the fiber optics. That's just light traveling through the internet. Like that's the only thing that's connecting you and I right now, and making a picture on the screen is shooting light through like a tiny little tube that goes like up from wherever your internet's connected to your house up to the line, and then shoots down the line, and then does something. I don't know, like, but it's all just a red light basically, and how it carries all that information is just, it's pretty fascinating.
It is. Thank you.
It doesn't make any sense, especially like like even cell phone technology is even more crazy because
These type of buildings are magnets right there. That's
Yeah.
what it says. Yeah. It's it's like every little piece does something. Everything on the building was made to work, to help this whole system operate.
Well, and like what do all those different like 5G towers do? Like what are they? Why are they around every city?
Yeah,
Like
I don't know. I don't know what I can do about the echo, man. It is still echoing. I don't know. I mean, I tried my best.
It's still echoing. I can't hear it now.
I can't hear it either. All right, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that's an old comment anymore. But
if I can't hear it, then I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't hear no echo.
All right, cool. All right, keep
I don't
going.
hear an echo either.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an old one. It's still up on the screen. It's from before. All right, go ahead. Finish talking. Whatever you were saying. So where was I? All right, here.
Let's see here.
Yeah. I'm looking at this to see how much longer is left on this one. So this one is just showing you like aerial photos. Some of them are circuit boards. Some of them are cities. I mean, it is pretty cool.
It is. It's it's a great topic. It's one that I've been fascinated with ever since I saw the comparison between.
And it's kind of like like look, oh, that was a good picture. Anyway, it's kind of like what the whole mud flood theory kind of is, because it's all about getting free energy. Well, what are you getting free energy for? We're getting free energy for this giant circuit board.
And what else is interesting is that you never see a round circuit board. The circuit boards are always flat and level, and they stack on top of one another, but they're never round. And so, therefore, if the Earth is a circuit board, then it's definitely not a ball.
It's flat. If the grass is green and the circuit boards are green.
If you can prove the circuit board theory, then then it's the ultimate flat Earth proof, because
Very good.
like it is like it's something I think more flat Earth people should be on board with, because it completely just crushes the ball. Because unless you can show me a circuit board that's ever been on a ball.
Rasta, I'm done trying to get flat Earth people on board. I'm done trying to get Mandela effect people on board with flat Earth. I'm done with like trying to get other people to do other things. Just let the flat Earthers go to the flat Earth and be with the flat Earthers. And I like hanging. I love them. I love hanging out on the flat Earth. And like I hang out with the mud flood people over here. And if they want to come over and enjoy it with us, then they can. And if not, there's plenty of flat Earth channels out there.
Yeah.
There's probably some on tonight.
Yeah, you can. Jaronism's on right now. Actually,
But
that's
like,
where I
but
saw.
I still will cover flat
And-
Earth, and I still will cover random things like circuit board Earth.
And Sovereign Soul, for all he's worth, he does a pretty good job covering, the recaps of these debates.
He does a great job.
And
I love him.
and
Does
he
a great
likes,
job at what he does.
yeah,
you know?
he likes to cover the flat Earth extensively, and so let him do that.
Ray.
Yeah.
There's this channel, Shia Haven.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
does-
I know that channel. Well, maybe. Go ahead.
Yeah, she does. I don't know. I think it's a chick. Anyways, circuit board.
Yeah. This dude looks
That's-
serious. Yeah, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
I'm just saying. Yeah, check it out.
All right. This is
Well,
called.
and-
Why? All right. If you put the link in, is it something you want me to bring up on the screen, John?
You
No,
got
I was just saying that channel talks about cities being circuit boards.
Yeah, and well, and like I go to a church that has those energy steeples on it, and so I think these churches are definitely big parts of the circuit board, and then even when you get into that, I mean, think about who owns a good chunk of towers in New York, and is also running for commander in chief. Like he's got to be in the know with the circuit board Earth theory because like he owns some of the towers there, and even they were doing big protests outside of his towers, and it's even in like the Ingersoll Lockwood books of old, with young Baron and
Yeah. I know with the Baron Trump that I don't know. I don't really look into Trump too much anymore. At all, ever. But what can you do?
Well, I mean, I don't look into him anymore, but I did in the past, and I think it's interesting because I mean, we're talking about these circuits on a circuit board, and then you show like Manhattan and places like that, and he is he owns a lot of real estate there, and even down in Florida and in other places. I mean, he owns probably more.
Someone in his family had something to do with like Tesla's hotel, right? Like where he died.
And then you look at Bill Gates, who has also purchased more farmland in our country than anyone else. Like he owns like I think like millions of acres.
Wait, hold on. Not to change the subject, but look at this, Rasta. Computer motherboard up top, right? On the bottom, Mayan pyramids complex of in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean they're identical.
It's identical.
And that's because I think like I've listened to lots of interviews from people who are a gazillion% convinced that our technology was from like some type of interdimensional or interplanetary beings. Like all of our technology has been advanced from
look, this is an ancient sorry. This is an ancient structure, right? And this is exactly like motherboard on a computer.
Yep. Looks like a old dusty computer, like a dust storm came through.
Oh yeah, it's just been sitting there for a long time. Ancient structure, Great Pyramids, Egypt, pyramids of Teotihuacan resembling Orion star constellation. So it also Orion's belt or Orion, yeah.
And then
it lines up with Orion, dude. It lines up with Orion, dude.
And then we have like different viruses, just like computers get viruses. And they come around and they corrupt the program, just like they corrupted our society, our program, like of the organization and even, like the different financial system. That's like our currency, which is like our exchange of current. And so, that's interesting that currency and current are the same, type of, and like the whole banking system is like a flow of energy. Because it's an exchange of energy, not only how you earn
look
money.
At this. Hold on. Sorry, Rasa. That was cool. Look at this, Rasa, right here. That one. Hold on. Let me see if I can get back to it. Oh wow. Oh, here you go. Look, large pyramids CPU. Let me go back a little bit more. Look, large pyramid CPU, central processing unit, right? Smaller period, bridge chip. Tempo, rows of accelerated chips. Causeway, output path, slave graves, circuit board. Trip. Boom. Mind blown. All right. What else we got here? All right. So this is We're trucking right along here, dude. We got Nikola Tesla free energy from air, circuit explained, and building instructions. I mean, I don't recommend trying to build this on your own, but
Okay. There's a plus.
Well, what
There's a
about
minus.
think about this too? Like, okay, you're talking
Easy.
about building something, and that
And
totally
here's our.
that reminds me of Noah's Ark. And what is an arc? It's in electrical terms, there's an arc of electricity, right?
Yep.
That like the system was about to be flooded with something because the system was corrupted. And so in order for Noah and his family to survive the flood, he built an ark. So he basically connected electrical current. So when the flood came, his system was protected by an arc of electricity, or or was it a literal arc like a boat?
Everything is energy. All matter is energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It causes an effect on itself. Oh, that was good. I dropped the ball though. Let's see. Just music. Just music. We're not missing out on anything. Well, look at it. The cymatics in the water, Rasta. Can you see it?
Yep, I see that.
That's a trip. That's all energy just in the air. Like the water picks it up, the shape of it.
Well, and you can feel the power of the water, and then also that's how they tell us that we get our energy for our cities is through the water. They build dams, and then they dam up.
Those of you that got membership, there's custom emojis, dude. We got a whole bunch of them. Check them out. All right, go ahead.
They use the dams to dam up and collect the force of the energy of the flow of the current of water. And then they, use turbines and they send that currency of the water or the current of the sea through electrical lines and then, send the power lines into our home. So, also, through gas and through fire, we basically take the energy off the circuit board and we manifest with it and create our ultimate reality.
Yeah.
But that's why also I think that there's throughout history there's been wars and cataclysms to basically, because I think the program, like I was reading in Genesis 11 about the Tower of Babel, and if you go back and revisit the Tower of Babel, it doesn't make sense to me, like why, it doesn't say that the people were doing anything bad. It just basically says that they were gaining the ability to create anything that they wanted, and God didn't care for that too much, because he's like, well, wait a minute, you guys are getting a little too creative down here and out of hand. And so that's why he destroyed the Tower of Babel. And then he also, everyone spoke the same language at that time. And so that's when everyone started speaking different languages, and it confused everyone. And it made it harder for us to basically get to the level where we're once again getting close to now through interconnectivity, because, we're so connected worldwide right now. We don't need to speak the same language anymore, because we can just do like Google Translate or whatever and work it out.
Let me see. I'm just trying to get the next thing ready. I'm always one step ahead, but then sometimes I'm not. I don't know. No. All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it done? No, it's still going.
But yeah, that's about all I have to say. I gotta get the kids to bed here in a minute. I'm gonna get to bed. I've been on a pretty tight regiment here lately. I've been intermittent fasting for about a month now, and I don't think I'm gonna stop. I'm pretty committed to it. I quit eating sugar, and
sugar's bad.
and with the intermittent fasting, like one of the most important things about fasting, besides the actual diet, is to get proper amounts of rest. So I try to get a full, 8 to even 10 hours of sleep every night. So it's been helping out.
I wonder
So I got to do that and go get ready for bed.
All right. Well, thanks for coming
Right
on,
on,
Ross.
brother.
Yep.
Yeah, good night, Ross.
You have a good night.
Is this just music or is this good talking? Yeah, this bitch thing is annoying.
City.
Yep.
I'm not gonna even tell you.
All right, it's got music in it. All right, this is good. It's got talking in it and music. What are you saying, John?
Yeah, well, Rasta was talking. There's some good pictures there.
Oh, I know. What can you do? You can't. People come on. I let them talk. I try to get the show through.
No.
We're doing all right.
No.
We're trucking along.
No, it's going great.
Cruising. I put the link out too if anyone wants to come on. Anybody can come on. That's what this is all about. Sports circuit, E-Squatter Man, circuit board Earth. Waterman. Sports circuit. Thumb this up, post it, share it. Let people know we're here.
That's right.
We usually do 4 channels, we're on 1 channel. Big deal.
Recently I've been looking into ley lines and the Earth's grid, and I
Nice.
came
Ley
across
lines.
some fantastic patterns
Oh, Rasta knows
inside
all
of
about the ley
stadiums and
lines.
fields.
Which I believe answer the question as to how they are harnessing the energy from stadiums.
First is to explore.
Let me know if the sound changed now that I let him in.
Circuit board Earth theory, and look at the circuit board Earth and what it may represent, to see what the stadiums and the pitches may be doing in terms of harnessing energy for the circuit itself. We were looking into meanings, definitions, and symbols to see if the stadiums and pitches represent or actually are batteries on the grid system itself, powering something larger that we are unaware of. The positive and negative forces of the home and away sides, cheering and creating tension. What are we really doing at football matches? And then finally, we'll look at the game in a philosophical manner and what hidden truths are hidden in football and other games. The stadiums and pitches not only representing the universe and life itself, but also being harnessed as a battery.
I've covered this before, but look at the noticeable similarities between cities and circuit boards.
Alright.
And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You don't know if you're looking at a city or a circuit board. So you see the layout of the circuit board here. But that could easily be a blueprint for a city. Circuit board, city. Circuit board, city. I'm not going to even tell you because you don't know which one. And that's the point. And this is where the term grid comes from, like off the grid, on the grid, computer grid.
Yeah.
It's like this energy known as God is a master.
The electricity company is called National Grid, where I used to live.
Yeah, I've always wondered about that.
Yeah.
The grid.
Coder, I wonder. Okay, so I've spoken about Nikola Tesla before, and how he was able to provide humanity with electricity.
Nikola Tesla. I don't know.
Haters will say otherwise.
I don't know if he was real.
If
or
you
not.
know, you know.
He goes haters,
They say they.
But
you know,
how was he able to do this?
they could have just been using this guy Nikola Tesla to disclose us, to gatekeep the information of free energy, to get in ahead of it. Oh, we already know everything about free energy. There was this guy Nikola Tesla. He's I don't know, but
Joe Rogan's great grandfather.
But take it with a grain of salt. But they do know about free energy.
Yeah.
Well, let's break this down in simple terms. Basic Physics 101. Alright, so our reality is powered by the EMF, right? So that means there's this readily available, omnipresent electricity that we shouldn't be paying for. But yeah, any given time you can tap into it and get you some electricity.
Buildings all around here, as I told in class last night, they're ours. They belong to us. They're ancient, these buildings.
Nice.
There's a whole city underneath this city. They've went and burned all the major cities, the major energy centers. Our ancestors set up these energy centers that we call...
I think that's what we're gonna do, John. You there? You there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how we're gonna do I have the idea of what we're gonna do for the members only stream, guys.
Okay.
I got it tonight. Well, it's gonna be good. I'll let you guys know later. It'll be a surprise. But yeah, we're setting up a members only stream next day or two for the members that joined. It's gonna be epic. The first ever Boston Raid members only stream. It's gonna be
How many
epic.
are there now? Like
16 members. 16. You want? Oh, we should do that, dude. We should shout out all the members. Hold on, I'll get them up. Let this play for a second. I'll get it up.
Detroit, right? Chicago, Miami, Phoenix, Los Angeles. They are energy centers. They're not where they are in huge, large cities just because of some coincidence. There's energy.
I never had members
power in these places.
before, so
London,
you know.
Rio de Janeiro. All right? And by the way, we're going to...
The extent of these buildings around the world, just so you can see how many...
Shit, this happens to... All right, look. These are who are all members. Effie Nation, Angela Baby Carson, Why Me, Mojo Shop, Dr. Bass, NDB, Chicago Artist, Magavelli, Anson Howard, Voynich, Kate Emma, John Keeley, Four Jacks, 1982 Mustang, and Morgan is 2 memberships. Isabella, yeah, 2.0. So we got a good bunch so far, and it's only like $3, dude. Cry me a river, but yeah, we're gonna start it up. We're gonna start it up. The members only stream. It's gonna be
Wasn't
great.
NBG in the audience?
Join the channel. Join the channel. Yeah, NDB's here. We're gonna do something good. All right. Back to what we were doing.
how many countries they are in, and really when you look at the slideshow that he created, they all look like they're the same culture. I mean, honestly, half of them look like they're the same building. They all look like they come from the same city or the same country, and they're not. These are buildings from all around the world, and they didn't just do this because they liked the Roman style or because they were settled by Roman people.
No.
These types of buildings are in China, they're in Kenya, they're in Taiwan.
I think we are being told in our everyday language what the function was of specific infrastructure on the Earth, which was arranged as a circuit board for the once free energy generating electromagnetic grid system of the ancient advanced civilization all over the surface of the Earth,
this, huh?
and which I believe...
Yep. Same thing we just watched. Is it? No, it's not. It's not.
That's like her beginning thing.
It's
right?
clips. It's clips. Let's see. Oops. Maybe it's a different one because it doesn't look like what we just watched. Some of it does.
like lamps, electric motors, and computers, and the connecting wires or transmission lines.
We might.
An electronic circuit is...
Yeah, we watched that. All right. You know what? I don't want to get it. There might be other parts to it, but we watched it.
Nice.
We watched it. Not bad.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad. So let's see. I'm gonna play some.
I wish Michelle Gibson would elaborate more about the racetrack.
Oh yeah, there's some. She does quite a bit on it.
I'm gonna play a couple songs and take a quick break because I need a 2-minute, and then I'm gonna get some more stuff up in the meantime. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think about?
Man, I
What
tell
do you
you,
guys think about the Earth being flat and it also being a circuit board? What is it? What do you guys? What does the chat think? Can you dig it? I mean,
Rasta had a good point there.
am I completely out of line? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, Rasta did have a good point there. You know, if
Yeah.
you know all circuit boards are flat, and if you want to compare the Earth to a circuit board, you know, there you go.
Yeah.
And not only, if you think about every type of process that has to have happen, it can't be on a spinning ball. Nothing works. You know, I've always thought that circuit board is flat. Everything, you know, everywhere I look is a nice flat face of the earth to do stuff on. The system works in our enclosure. You know, you can't. There's no. It has to. All of it.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see what this is. See, I don't have my my music at the ready anymore like I did, but this should work.
At the ready.
At the ready.
Well, if you're gonna be learned like that letter, what they say in the letter, you'll learn. They're gonna learn you.
They're gonna learn you.
So, can you play mainstream stuff?
Oh, just give me a second.
They feed us lies from our birth until our death. No one's ever proven Earth's rotation yet. They hide the truth and they lie right to your face. Don't let the media turn you into a mental case. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. We should be careful what we let into our minds. Do a little research and you'll prove Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. Cut through the lies before it becomes too late. They are programming your mind to indoctrinate. They're showing you cartoons and they say it's outer space. They do admit that it's all Photoshop. Earth doesn't twirl and that's for sure.
And that's the truth.
Oh.
We should be careful what we let into our minds. Do a bit of research, then you'll prove Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. The truthers see through lies. The truthers see through lies. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. We should be careful what we let into our mind. Do a bit of research and you'll prove Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. The truthers open eyes. The truthers open eyes. Ooh, the earth doesn't move. The earth doesn't move. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. We should be careful what we let into our mind. Do a bit of research, then you'll prove Earth doesn't swirling, that's the truth.
All right, cool, great.
Yeah, I love that song.
I know. You know, it's a song that Christian and Scott wrote. I was there. I mean, I wrote like a couple words, a couple pieces of it, but we were all working on it together as Levelhead.
So what's Christian up
It
to
was
now?
it was like lightning though, like between Scott and Christian. It was amazing. I was sitting at the table, breakfast, Scott's house, and I was
Yeah.
watching in North Carolina, and I was watching Christian and Scott. Like, at first I tried to like help with writing that song, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go because they're doing a good job. You know, it was like back and forth, like boom, 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 and Scott's coming up with words, and Christian's coming up with words, and they're just writing it all down. And I was like, next thing you know, the song's done. And I was like, I really like it. You know, I really like
That's
the song.
cool,
So,
man. How
so
long
then
ago?
I recreated it with just, you know, that's the Jam Depot version that me and Super Sidewinder and Singe Man did in Scott. So we have a Levelhead version, and then we have me, Mr. Super Sidewinder, and Singe Man. But it's definitely not the same without Christian. No. We got to get Christian.
Yeah, I like his voice, man.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's his voice. Yeah,
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's his voice, dude. Yeah, what's up?
It's his voice. You know, you could listen to a lot. Like,
Yeah, we need it.
until
We
you
need
get sick of it. But, yeah.
We need the keyboard. We need the keyboard. We'll get it. We'll get it together.
What's he been doing?
Christian?
Yeah.
He's been with his family and, you know, taking care of things. But I think he's the return of the nap. I think he's gonna come back.
Cool.
He's, you know, that's what I heard. There's rumors. There's rumors on the streets. Yes, on the streets of YouTube. All right, let me see what I got going on here.
The mud-flooded streets.
The mud-flooded streets of YouTube. Let me see. Oh wow, is that me?
That's me tapping.
Oh. I thought that was me typing. Wow.
Tapping, ain't that the truth?
Nice. No.
So Joe, what do you play?
Nothing, man. I wish.
You don't play nothing, Joe? No,
you don't. Played some instrument. That'd be cool, man. If I could go back, I would play something. How about you, John?
No, not anymore. I mean, my left hand doesn't work, so I gave up.
That sucks. Yeah.
I always made a bunch of noise anyway.
No.
Yeah,
you're pretty good musician, right?
Yeah, he's good.
I'm alright. You know, I play guitar, bass, and I rap, and I do background vocals, and I've been practicing singing. Getting better. Definitely getting better. We can always do better. We can always do better. But also, you know, I like to produce music too for other people, or get it produced, or whatever, or help them. That's why we do the Jam Depot thing. Oh man. So I can't. I'm having trouble here again. My computer's not working well. All of a sudden. Oh.
Yeah, nice background you got, Ray. Circuit
This
board.
one?
Yeah.
Circuit City.
It looks like it.
Circuit
Yeah.
City.
This is just a generic one that came with it. They don't, you know, they're not letting me use backgrounds anymore like I used to. I used to pay for StreamYard. Now I'm. But the thing is, StreamYard doesn't have the chat on the screen, so it's not as good. I don't think. You know, the chat on the screen is definitely good. Yeah. Yeah. It's like my computer's just locking up on me all of a sudden. Let's see what we got here.
I can't see. There's chat on the side, but I can't tell who was the last person that talked. You're Steppenwolf?
Oh yeah, no, it just repeats them. It grabs. I don't know how it works actually. I don't know if there's a rhyme or a reason to it. I know what you're saying. Whoa.
Yeah, I'd like to interact with the audience.
What's this? Wow, what's the major one?
NBD, come on.
Yeah, come on. Do you have? Oh, you want to join? Join NDB. Why not? I'll put the link out. What's this? I want to see what this is.
Well, I found a trippy thing.
What is this?
There's a race track.
Dude, this looks like it might be crazy. Hold on. All right, let me put the link up for ODB before I forget, because I tend to just drift off. All right, here we go. Or anybody who wants to join. Is anyone here that I'm not paying attention to? Okay. Because when I get in my zone, I get in my zone. Let's see what this is, though. I don't know if this is. I'm taking a risk playing this. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Ooh, I got 250.
I didn't vet it. I don't vet things at all. If you haven't noticed. Right.
I got 253 views on my copper doors.
Nice.
Oh
yeah. We'll show you copper doors. Remind me about that again.
Funny like.
I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all, the Holy Grail, the North Pole. Blood over intent? I never heard of it.
The compass needle is your spear of destiny that is pointing to the Holy Grail 24/7 at magnetic north is the black hole sun. Engine of creation you need to get here. Before you expire, search blood over intent quasi-luminous on YouTube. Immediately. The black hole sun where your compass points is where Jesus, the white hole sun above your head, places its light blood into the Holy Grail black hole sun and creates the aurora astral light green ray. The North Pole is the pole star which the Big Dipper spins around you need to get to the drinking gourd.
This is what they want you to believe. They want you to believe we are flying through an endless universe going 500,000 miles per hour. If you believe we have been going 1.3 million miles per hour flying with the Milky Way for thousands of years and not crash into other planets, you have been successfully indoctrinated. This is absolutely impossible. Why does an asteroid burn up going ridiculous speeds but the Earth doesn't? NASA says we orbit around the sun at Mach 88. Do you know how stupid that is? You can't even see those speeds. How does the water on Earth stay level? NASA and all the space agencies have successfully mass brainwashed the world.
You are on loop on the synthetic circuit board ruled by time and money you need snapped out of your illusions immediately. people. You are under mass hypnosis and serious MK Ultra mind control. Search blood over intent on YouTube immediately for Truth. The Holy Grail is real. Everybody is in bondage to the corrupt system that rules over their population as cattle. Your birth certificate is a contract and is written on bonding paper. Everyone is literally owned perpetually by the Vatican. Everyone is legally dead. You get summoned to court, and only the dead are summoned, and your attorney must speak for you because you are legally dead. The gold fringe around the flag signifies maritime admiralty law. You put the Freemason mortarboard on your head at graduation. They are laughing at you the whole way along. People, you need to wake up and snap out of your illusions and search blood over intent on YouTube for the truth.
Nice. I love it.
I've been explaining in my video that it's one side of a light hole is a black hole, and you're living on the E-creation disk, or CD, and every compass is pointing to the very center of the dish where the astral jet comes shooting out. That's the Aurora Borealis. This is God.
So the best image you could have in your head right now would be something like this.
Let's see. Anybody here? I don't want to miss anybody backstage. No, not yet. Okay. Back to what we were doing.
You're inside the cube, inside the oblate spheroid on the flat Earth plane. You're on the CD, or E-creation disk, of a black hole. And underneath the gridiron, the flat Earth plane, is the black hole sun. There really is no way to screw this up, people.
There is no way to screw it up. Black hole sun underneath the... I don't know. I don't know about that. I never researched it. But
That
the
your
rest
blood
of,
is the
some
philosopher's
of the video
stone.
looks legit.
I spilt my blood over my intent, published it to the ethernet, and shortly after that, I got the eyes to see the truth.
We told you
that your blood contains the life force that keeps you alive.
Human beings share this common bond, our blood.
humanity needs you to give blood now.
Whoa. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Don't believe it.
Follow the yellow brick road. 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 Follow the...
Vortex.
Yeah.
You say everything's related to vortex.
Yeah, the North Pole. NASA is an anagram for Satan. Love it. Love it. Well, we're doing great. We're doing great.
Hey, Ray. I think that echoes bad. I think it's me.
You think
I
it's
better
you?
jump off there.
Well, hey, thanks. You're done for the night, you saying? You taking off? Or you coming back? It's up to you.
Who?
Joe. You leaving?
Joe's out of here.
All right. Later. Well, you know, not every stream goes the way that you want it to go.
Or 20 somewhere.
Morning, Super.
Valentine's Law Dictionary, 1948. If you look up the definition of human being, it will tell you sea
wanna
monster,
join us,
monster,
Super?
and you'll read this definition.
Did I
A human
send
being
you
by
the
birth,
link?
but in some part resembling a lower
Put it
animal.
in the chat.
So
I put it
naturally,
in
you
the
would
chat.
wonder what is a lower animal. And I found this, and it says that what are the synonyms of lower animal? And it says man, woman, person. It's just clear, people. This is where you live. You're on the gridiron, people. There's a dome up there. It's called the firmament. They call it the Van Allen radiation belts. But it's clear, people. You are in a closed system. You're in a dome on a flat Earth plane with a hole in the middle. No way to fuck it up, people. This is the holy grail. So when they show you this DreamWorks shit, it's a moon fishing for souls in the reincarnation matrix so that they can recycle you. These are symbols that you probably see every day in your regular life and have no idea of their true meaning. So we're going to start over here with this hexagram to the left. It is two interlaced elemental triangles, one pointing up for air, one pointing down for earth. There's an eye in the middle that represents the all-seeing eye. That is Saturn. This is all Saturn worship. The black six-pointed star, as you can see the cube in the middle, that's the cube of Saturn. And you can see this Freemason square compass is basically the same thing as this hexagram. If you take your eyes over here at this checkerboard is showing you the flat earth plane duality matrix. It's one side of the light hole is a black hole. The anchor is showing you that you are on a fixed stationary plane that does not spin. The cross is the unfolded cube, the cube of Saturn. It's also showing you the four rivers of creation. So when you see stuff like this, the all-seeing eye is Saturn. The sun and the moon spin around this fixed point at the center. Okay?
Right.
Well, they're showing you the same idea. Because if you see in this rendition, the star at the top has a ring around it. So he's obviously illustrating Saturn to you. And so it's clear, you're in the Saturn moon matrix, people. There's no way around it. The all-seeing eye is Saturn. And the sun and moon rotate around a fixed point at the center. This is where you have to get to before you expire, people. This is where every compass is pointing to in the world. This is the Holy Grail, and this is where you will get eternal life. This is why they rub that Saturn stuff in your face, people, because there's a black hole there. And black holes have accretion disks, like they show you on the rings of Saturn. There's a black hole where every compass points. This is where you need to get before you expire. This is a land of perpetual twilight. Everything that you manifest comes from this black hole sun at the North Pole. This is why, as a kid, you would write a list of things you would want and send them to Santa at the North Pole. This is the four rivers of creation, and this is where creation happened. Every thought you have is picked up by the sun above your head, and all that energy is transferred into the black hole sun at the center of the disk and written into the Akashic record. And from the energy transfer of the sun above your head and the black hole at the center, the aurora borealis is created that shoots out of that black hole and hits Polaris and reflects down upon the rest of the flat Earth plane. This is the code writer of the matrix, is this black hole at the North Pole. This is the mythical Mount Maru. Portrayed on the screen. Out of the occult. And the symbol that represents that.
Alright. It's a lot.
Yeah, the Mount Maru had. You could see the aurora coming out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about all that. But alright. We still got 14 people watching. What do I want to do? I don't know. I might.
What are they saying?
What are you saying, John?
What's the chat?
Yeah, let's see what they're saying. You're right. Good call. We got Mr. Super. Neil Tyson.
Here we go.
Tongue, yeah, okay. I can't see it. Great song. Thank you. DM. Sweet whip wish I had a blackbird. Yes. Steppenwolf. Well, Rasta. I mean, I think we did it, dude. I think we did it for tonight. You know, like
okay.
I don't really have anything else on the topic to show. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get a members only stream together for the next couple of days because we have a shit ton of new members and we haven't ever done a members only stream. It's gonna be the first ever.
A minute.
Yeah. Also, support us. Buy me a coffee, Cash App, PayPal. All the support is greatly appreciated. We need it. Couldn't even pay the stream yet to build this month. That's why we're using this. And we're only on one channel now.
So what's the best way to send you money?
Best way? PayPal.
The word PayPal.
Cash App. Or Venmo. Those are the best three ways. You scan it up top. Boom. But the links are in the description. But that's not the only way though. It's like you could do that. You could do the buy me a coffee thing, which is you can donate through there or you can join. There's music. I post stuff on there. A lot of cool stuff that I put up there. Check it out. I don't even think you have to join to listen to the music. It's my music. So then we have, and then also the Teespring, which is a pain in the ass, but it's good because you guys get merch. We have a lot of cool merch. I really did it for Singe Man too, because he makes all his artwork.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my hoodie.
You know,
I got my shirt.
Yeah. Singe Man. Oh, you got your shirts? Nice.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my sweatshirt and hoodie. Should be here any day.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get out of here. Let me see. I'll get. Yeah, it should be there. It should be there by now, dude. Well, wait, the hoodie you're saying took longer than the shirts? I never got a hoodie off there.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. It might, but we'll see how it comes out. It's going to be cool. Because I never seen one of the hoodies yet. I want one.
Yeah. Well, I'll wear it next time we go on it.
Yeah. Let me see. What do I want to play? I'm going to look for some music to take us out. Yep. My music. We'll do my music. Play. I have tons of playlists. Right. Yeah, that's a good one. No, that one, no. This one. Alright. Here's some 432 hertz for you. Help you just go to sleep. Good night, everybody. Thank you for everybody who supported. Shout out to all the subscribers. We're gonna do a members only stream. Members only stream. All right. Later.
Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? The earth's a center, the sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with a rocket? I'm hard to get along with, just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant. You want a constellation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comments. I know you want it. Just leave another user comment. NASA lost it. The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat, and there is a bunch of us. Though he's munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat, why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best, that's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew, don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids, and asteroids too. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
So when I'm done, they just like keep spinning. It's called a spinner. That's what they call them. That's the street term for when your live stream won't stop. It's called a spinner.
Yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high.
sky while you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spend in these ends with the pyramid. I'm fucking serious. This is no time to question me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear to her as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them shits high. If you're on my team, if you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud, throw your hands up in the air. If you're on my team. I used to see anticipation dripping from your freaking face, written in 15 different languages. It was amazing, kid. Nowadays the shit looks like it's missing its radiance. It's all been erased and stripped from our relationship. Your face is sick, like I just made you lick a contagiant, growing impatient. Your days eclipsed by an alien. The way your skin smelled way back then, I'm inhaling, now I'm flailing like the assailant that you impaled in. Now I'm exhaling. Next I guess I'll just check the tail end of the failed friendship we had way back, like a whale fin. And now the elephants in the room, and they pale in comparison to the pain I'm sharing. And it's embarrassing, about to get the kerosene and burn up everything we shared. And then up in flames. This is not a fucking game. Yo, there it went, there it went. It's embarrassing, but yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high. Airplanes are literally littering in the sky while you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spend in these ends with the pyramid. I'm fucking serious. This is no time to question me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear to her as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them if you're on my team.
show you guys how similar motherboards are to cities. When they get up nice and close like that, it's hard to tell where the motherboard ends and the city begins. There's the electrical mass harnessing atmospheric electricity. Taking alternating current and converting it into direct current. They tell us. They tell us right inside what they're doing. Electric city. Electricity. Electric city. They're all set up like motherboards to harvest and conduct energy. Just wanted to show you guys how similar motherboards are to cities. When they get up nice and close like that, it's hard to tell where the motherboard ends and the city begins.
Do you remember when it seemed like every motherboard, RAM module, and adapter card out there was green? Well, these days they often come in other colors to be more aesthetically pleasing, with black being the most common. But even now, many circuit boards across a wide variety of electronics retain that classic green color. But why is green so prevalent? It certainly isn't because these big electronic companies are secret environmentalists. So what's the real reason? Well, there's actually not a single reason that everyone agrees on. But one major contributor is a layer on the PCB called the solder mask. As the name might imply, solder mask is a lacquer that protects the board against oxidation, very important for electronics, as well as prevents different pieces of solder from accidentally touching each other and causing a short circuit. Some of the materials used in solder mask, especially in the early days of electronics manufacturing, had a natural green hue to them since they contained glass epoxy, and you need only look at an old Coke bottle to see that glass often has a bit of a green tint. At some point though, manufacturers started to augment this natural green with green dye. One reason is that despite the glass epoxy, PCBs still had a rather unappealing brown color, even though they made numerous attempts to recolor the board. Through trial and error, though, they were able to turn the board into a less offensive shade of green that wasn't so god-awful to look at. But of course, people showing off exposed PCBs is a relatively recent phenomenon, and before the era of glass and acrylic computer cases, most people who stared at circuit boards for long periods of time were hobbyists, engineers, and quality control workers who needed to see the individual traces clearly. A green background provides a strong contrast for the gold and copper traces, as well as for the text that labels individual components, which is usually white to reduce mistakes and catch production errors before they make their way to consumers. Green is also a color our eyes are relatively sensitive to, but doesn't tend to be fatiguing over long periods of time the way yellow and red can be, which matters for professionals who stare at PCBs all day. There's a related argument that green boards also have higher yields, meaning they experience fewer errors in production. Conversely, this has also been floated as a reason why white PCBs are harder to find. The materials used in green solder mask actually allowed board components to be spaced closer together than some other colors, reducing errors on densely packed PCBs. Another popular hypothesis is that the US military had their hands on making the PCBs green. Obviously, militaries around the world have long favored green for its ability to camouflage soldiers and equipment, but it turns out that the American military actually had multiple patents on PCBs back in the early days of electronics. And of course, it would make sense that if soldiers were lugging electronics around in the field, it would be far better to blend into the rest of their equipment, and thus their environment, than, some shade of orange that would effectively serve as a bullseye for an enemy sniper. But regardless of which of these reasons was the primary driver of green becoming an industry standard, the ubiquity of the green circuit board has also led it to become an inexpensive option since green PCBs can be produced in bulk, further contributing to its popularity. Of course, manufacturing has improved over time, and nowadays it isn't too hard to order a PCB in a different color. And if we're talking motherboards, good luck even finding a green one anymore if you're trying to build your own computer. I guess you could always throw some fake plants inside your case and turn it into an Airsets terrarium if you really miss green. Check out Private Internet Access VPN, which masks your IP and encrypts your traffic with reliable service and no bandwidth caps. It has configurable devices with the option. What are you waiting for? And don't forget to subscribe and comment other colors to be more aesthetically pleasing with